the voice of your God, how powerful would that be? How easy would it make it for me to depict your God with all kind of lies and all kind of things that will cause you to not question, just do, and put you in a position of being a remote controlled slave? I don't even gotta touch you. I just gotta say God did it. God said it. God ain't pleased. So if you were really about combat, see, we're not. See, and that's part of the problem with Christianity. How many of y'all want to love everybody? If you're a Christian right now and I tell you that we should go to war at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, I'll meet you motherfuckers somewhere where it's a lot of white people. Let's start hanging in from trees and shooting people and killing folks. What the Christians gonna tell me? Y'all tell me what you gonna tell me. Come on now, don't say you're gonna pray for me, but tell me what y'all gonna tell me. Y'all gonna tell me don't do that. Y'all gonna say that is evil, that we pray for our enemies, that we shouldn't do those things to people because God fights our battles. And one wrong don't make a right, and you shouldn't do all those things because we're gonna turn the other cheek, right? Don't become like the devil that you're fighting. Don't be them. Be better than them. Be a good Christian. You can't just go around killing people. Why not? Why can't we go around killing people? Now y'all gonna say, Misha, you crazy as fuck. You cannot go around killing people. I just want to know why not. Because I watch other races of people kill people all day that are black and nothing happens. So they go around all day killing people. I mean, they do. I just do y'all see my point? If it's wrong to go around killing people, why is it okay when they go around killing all of us? Like if I was the enemy and I wanted to destroy a whole group of people, I would love to be able to murder you all day long and your religion and your God tell you, but you better not fight back because doing what they do to you would make you a sinner and it wouldn't be right. And we don't do unto others as they do unto us. We do unto others as we would want them to do to us. That's all weak back ass, punk ass bullshit. So we made this one point because we got some more points to make right before we connect all these dots. So we understand that our God is a very powerful thing in anybody's mind, right? It's the very fabric of how you were created. It's the very thing that's going to be in control of your destiny when you leave here and every goddamn thing. So if you can become the voice of God for people that you are their enemy and you are oppressing them, you have a damn good motherfucking weapon right here. This is some evil genius, some maniacal shit right here, right? Okay, so let's keep that in mind. Now let's talk about the devil. What is the devil? I mean, what is the devil? Other than something that make you, do some bad stuff. The devil is what? The devil is that thing, that energy, that spirit that's around you, that you live in, that makes you do things, right? That is, let's sum it up like this. That thing that goes against the nature of what you should be. Because, of course, in Christianity, they tell you there's certain things you're not supposed to do. Because if you do these things, it defiles your body or defiles your spirit. So the devil are things that defile you and it causes you to not be in your natural nature. Can we agree that this is kind of the definition of what the devil represents in religion? So how much more low level, right, and non-natural is it to fucking sit around and let people murder your ass all day long, sit back like punk bitches, take that shit, talking about I'ma live humble and I'm glad to be long fucking suffering to get a motherfucking house in heaven. And the last time I checked, spirits don't need motherfucking homes. I know I said that real quick and went on a tangent, but do you need me to say it again? If that's not some devil shit, I don't know what is. Something that done caused men to sit the fuck down and not defend their very people, their children, their communities with your motherfucking life. You paying for it any goddamn way with your life. That is some unnatural shit right there. That is some defiling shit to be a human being and the nature of wanting to live, to be treated fairly, to be able to be the free being that you were created to be when you came to this earth without all the subjugation of men and somebody telling you what you should be, how you should be, and how you should live. Like, that is a defilement to let somebody do that to you. But this is what Christianity would tell you all the time. So who really the devil is? Who the devil? Who the con man? Let's talk about that. Is there any Christians in here tonight? I'm sure there is. Holla at me. Holla at me, Christians. Where you at? Come on. You want me to sing a song? I used to be in the choir that'll bring y'all out. y'all want to go in the church song? Jesus, be a fence all around me every day. That's the remix, y'all. Fuck that shit. Go get your AK and you should blow them bitches away. Jesus ain't came, no he ain't. Jesus ain't coming, no he won't. I'm gonna pass around the collection plate. Y'all feel the Holy Ghost in this book? Where the Christians at? Answer me this question. Because see, in Christianity, you gotta tell people don't ask no questions. Don't you question God. Bitch, I ain't questioning God. I'm questioning the usher board. I'm questioning the pastor. That shit you said didn't make no motherfucking sense. Can I ask a question?
It says empty.
This is an abusive parent.
Throw it away.
Because if every time your kids needed some direction, like you was like, don't worry about it. You don't need no motherfucking direction. Just shut your little ass the fuck up and do what I say. I don't want you to understand anything. I just want you to do what the fuck I say. We need to call the Heavenly Child Protective Services because this Father God is a mean motherfucker when he don't let you ask nothing. I'm gonna ask some questions, okay? Pray hard. Pray for Jesus to shut my lips and see if that how strong he really is, okay? Tell me why do we need a house in heaven? Why we need a house in heaven? Just one Christian answer that. Answer this. And if I'm going to wait all my life to live a certain way so I could get a mansion in heaven, shouldn't that be like a prize that nobody gets until they get to heaven? Because it's a gang of mansions right here in Georgia where I live. I've been looking at them. I want to buy one. You know what I'm saying? I'm not waiting to get to heaven. But it's mansions everywhere. So how the fuck you offer me some shit that was right here on earth? I watch everybody else get that shit around me, but I'm supposed to wait to get to heaven to get a house? But if I'm a spirit. I just want to know. If I'm a spirit.
What's recording?
What I need a house for? See, living in this life, I needed a roof over my head. Not in heaven. See, in heaven, I can come to and fro, do whatever the fuck I want to do. I'm in a spirit being. I don't need a house. I don't need clothes. I don't need those things, right? Aren't those fleshly things that Christianity constantly takes time to separate the two? Oh, this is your fleshly self. Oh, this is the spiritual self. Well, the spirit don't need no motherfucking mansion. And if it's a consolation prize in heaven, nobody else should get a mansion until we all get to heaven. Don't you think as Black people, because you do know that it's like 80% of all Black people are Christians. It's funny how we buy that narrative, but majority of niggas is broke. We live in the ghetto. Yeah. We drive hookahs. We commit crimes because crime is bred out of poverty. You go to jail for robbing people or selling drugs when the truth is you just don't want to be broke and you want to eat. But the pastor will come and tell you that you just need to pray and give your life to Jesus, when the truth is what he won't tell you is the very system that he has a 501c3 with that allows him not to pay taxes on all that money he gets to get them gators and get all of that money he has and use none of it to really fix up his community. He's not telling you that your circumstances have actually been brought to you not by your local Jesus Christ, but it has been brought to you by your local AKA white supremacist government. And the truth is, no matter how much you give your life to God, Jamal, you are going to be stuck in this situation until you learn how to get to the political red tape, until black people stand the fuck up and they make a difference in their goddamn community and they demand something from their motherfucking country and their politicians that never give us nothing but always their ass to kiss and pandering when they want our fucking vote. Are there any pastors out there talking like this to Jamal? They just want Jamal to give his life to Christ because, after all, it is his sin that has caused him to be in the predicament he's in. Not the government, not white supremacy, and not the design of ghettos that are created, because ghettos did not just pop up, they are actually created. It is a orchestrated experiment from the government. Compliments of, Nazi Germany. I just want to know. Y'all guys so powerful. This is the part that's probably gonna hurt your feelings. You should probably stay away from any religion that makes that you have a God. That's a punk biatch. Okay? Any God that you have that allows you to suffer and sit in the conditions you're in, but at the snap of a finger, at the spokenness of a word, at the so let it be written, so let it be done, and he don't do shit, you serve a punk ass God. See, let's talk about gods, because we have myths of gods. Like the great gods know how to call down fire on your motherfucking forehead. Great gods know how to fight battles and win things for their people, right? When we read of all the myths of gods and what great gods do, it seems to me that Christianity, you've chosen the weakest God there is. You're waiting to get to heaven for your mansion, but you live in a ghetto. And what would they tell black folks? Humble yourself. Long suffering. You have a God that is a white man that is a fucking sadist. He's crazy as hell. Y'all ain't never realized that? This motherfucker said, have long suffering. So your God sound like the nigga who kidnapped somebody. Sounds just like white supremacy. Stuck your ass on the plantation or the basement. Gave you a whole new name and told you that you better do everything that I say. And if you long suffer for me, that proves you love me. Have you ever loved somebody and they wanted you to suffer? That's called a crazy motherfucker. That's an abusive relationship. You should probably get out. Push 1 in the chat if you need help. You serve a great God, but he wants you to suffer to prove your loyalty to him?
You want to sort of have.
That's your father? I'm calling Heaven Child Protective Services because this nigga is a fucked up ass daddy. I'm just saying. Nobody ever want to put it to y'all like this. This shit makes no sense. But I get it. Conditioning is a very powerful tool. It really is, because I used to preach this shit. I would be the first to admit I was a stupid motherfucker like the rest of y'all, okay? I used to be a pastor, so don't come here and quote me no motherfucking scriptures. So you gotta long suffer. You have to be humble. You know where humble comes in? Humble comes in when nobody wants you to stand up and wants you to, in pride, beat your chest and know that you are motherfucking greatness. What's wrong with that? Huh? What's wrong with that? You do know that you are something great doesn't mean that anybody else is something less. Matter of fact, if you learn properly, you would understand that we all in our own lane, and you could never be like me, and I don't want to be like you, and your uniqueness is your power, right? But why should I be humble? What does that mean? Like, I know who the fuck I am. I'm an awesome motherfucker. I'm a dope motherfucker. I'm a dope chick. I don't know about the rest of y'all, and that's y'all business. And you could be dope too. It ain't got shit to do with me, motherfucker, being dope or not being dope, right? But humble for what? I should squander my greatness? I should put that shit under a lampshade, and there goes some scripture reading for you. You know, it's staying in the church way. To do what? Make you feel better? If motherfuckers wasn't so humble and you realized who you really are, black people, you might get the fuck up and do something about your situation. See, so I need to keep you humble. I need you to be humble. Like, don't cry about the fact that your God provides every fucking thing that there is. God just speaks and it is so. But you ain't got enough food in your refrigerator. How does that work? You still in poverty. How does that work? You long suffering. How does that work? And you take this bullshit and you grateful for it. You know what it sound like? It sound like you on a plantation and massa done giving you all kind of meager means. You live in a motherfucking little ass shack. Them slave shacks was set up just like the fucking projects, okay? That design has been around for a long time. Don't get it twisted. Plantation slavery all still here, but we're not going down that rabbit hole tonight, right? But you on a plantation. Massa ain't gave you shit. Don't do nothing for your ass. You long suffering, right? But Sunday come along because you've been good today. Master give you some meat on your plate, and it ain't pig intestine, right? It ain't chitlins. It ain't gizzards in the neck bones from the chicken. He give you extra cornbread tonight, and you say, "Well, our condition's so bad. Master good to us." You know how many people got bad masters? At least our master good does every Sunday. Some of them hardly don't do that. Master give us extra biscuits. Master give us chicken. He don't even rape nobody, and he give us a break on Sunday. You know, over on that other plantation, that other Baptist church, you know, they make you work 7 days a week. I heard he horrible. I never want to go over there. If we got to be in this situation, at least be grateful. We on a plantation with a good master. That's what it sounds like to me. You so used to suffering that when God come through and you get an extra little $300 check, oh, God is good. I did not know how I was going to pay this light bill this month. God done bless me. God is good. To the goodness. Hallelujah. Can I get a witness? And then y'all get the fake getting the Holy Ghost. Sit the fuck down. This May in the front row. First of all, your hat be too big, bitch. Can't nobody steal that shit. You do it on motherfucking purpose, okay? You catch the Holy Ghost as soon as the pastor brings. All you need to do is stop doing that shit. That's why I stopped coming, bitch. Because I'm tired of you.
My grandma did that shit.
One day. A little bit ashamed of that. But is that not the truth? We so used to long suffering. We so used to living in squalor means, and this is just the way it is, right? And God got a plan, and if we hold on longer until God decides it's better, then all of a sudden, guess what? That's when it'll stop. Because I don't have any control over any of this. It's the Lord's will. Let the Lord have his will. The Lord will fight your battles. Fuck that shit. What is your will? Do you have a will? You sound like a weak back motherfucker yourself. But look at your God. Reason we're okay with not fighting back, the reason we're okay with praying for our enemies, the reason we're not okay with being vicious just like they are, the reason we're not okay with demanding what we have the right to have in this life, because ye that are gods shouldn't want for a motherfucking thing. But they done lied to you and told your ass that you supposed to bow down, be waiting, crying, be long suffering, and be lowly, be humble, not have shit. They told you white ass Jesus, pay them black if you want to, that's fine. Jesus walked around in dirty ass sandals. He didn't take no clothes with him because he ain't wearing Louis Vuitton. He ain't wearing Gucci, right? This was Jesus. And if Jesus can walk in dirty ass sandals, you can walk in them busted ass Paylesses all your life. If Jesus didn't have riches, why do you think you deserve them? See how easily they slide that shit on you? So you want to long suffer so you could be like your Jesus. Let me explain something to you, baby. Jesus is what? Let's talk about that definition. Jesus is supposed to be the Spirit of God wrapped up in flesh and brought to earth. I want you to go look in the mirror and I want you to introduce yourself to another Jesus. Because we've all been the Spirit of God wrapped up in flesh and sent to motherfucking earth. We are here long suffering already. And maybe your goal is to realize your job is not to long suffer. Jesus ain't no different than any other.
Take the second lyrical.
That's God's son. Motherfucker, ain't you? Just think about that for a moment. Are you not God's spirit wrapped up in flesh and sent to earth? No or yes. That's blasphemy. You so fucked up that you think it's scary and wrong to say that you are a God. Is that scary to some of y'all Christians? That's blasphemy, huh? You can't say that you're a God. Well, why not? If you realized who you really were, and if you understood the fact that you are a child of God, God is not a man. So let's be clear on that. God is not a man. God is not a woman. God is an energy and a presence I like to call the creator, right? Let's call God one thing. God is the creator, because y'all get into this, oh, God, a man, that's some patriotic shit, bullshit from white supremacy, too. So you ever notice how white men like to run over everything, including their own women and their children? So they came up with patriarchy, right? Nobody is dismissing men, but at the end of the day, you really think that story is all right? Really? That God is a man? Why? Why? Now, first of all, God is the creator and embodies all energies, right? So God is feminine and masculine. But if you was gonna pick one, if you was gonna pick one of the things for God to be like, you pick a man? Why? That makes no sense. If you're gonna pick one. Because a man don't do shit but spread a seed. He can spread that sperm on the ground and it won't amount to motherfucking nothing. Right? And some of y'all might say, well, without the woman, if we don't plant our seed, she can't do nothing either. But all you do is plant a seed. And after that, you know what I do? I'm the portal that brings life into this world. I wrap that spirit of God that lives in my belly and I wrap it up with flesh so that I can prepare it to come into this earth. And then after I give birth to that child, right, where I'm on the border of life and death, because at any moment that I'm giving life into this world, I can die at the same time. So we're living on the borderline of life and death in that moment to bring life into the world. Then we bring life into the world. We sit there and bleed and we don't die. I would like you niggas to bleed as much as we do every month and see if you don't die. And then after I have that baby, I don't need anything outside of me to give it sustenance or nourishment. Everything that I need, that baby needs with me. So not only do I birth the life, I sustain the life, and I need nothing outside of myself. So if we were going to pick one or the other, why the fuck would it be the man? No disregard to the brothers, because I believe it's not a man nor a woman. God is the creator. It is the embodiment of all energy. Okay? Remember that. All right, fellas? We can all be in this together, but I did not come from your rib, my nigga. You came from my womb. Let's be real.
You did come from the man rib, didn't you?
But we listen to these ridiculous ass stories.
It's a lie.
So if you are a child of God, that would mean you are what?
If that's the case,
you're what?
Coming from the womb, that's faithful.
Like y'all, like let's take me as example. Everybody likes to talk about what I am. So my father's Polish, okay? He's a white guy, everybody. He's not alive anymore. He's a white guy, okay? My mom is a black one, ADOS, okay? So when you put me together, you get a product of my mother and my father. I'm a product of them both. So if God, your creator, created you, why the fuck don't you have any traits of the thing that created you? Nothing in your DNA, nothing in your makeup, nothing inside of you should say that I am somewhat like the thing that created me, that I came from. That never crosses your mind. I was created by a God, therefore I am a God too. Did I say I'm the God? No, but if you ain't the God of your own life, what the fuck are you doing? Go back to the word creator. You were created by a creator. You are a fucking creator too. So go create the life that you want and stop waiting on some shit outside of you. See, this is another thing about Christianity. It makes you a weak motherfucker. You have no accountability for nothing.
I understand what you're saying here.
Nothing.
They do have you waiting, praying on
everything that comes that is a sin. Everything that's considered the devil, that's bad, that's against your nature, things that defile you, you blame that on something outside of you. Don't you? It's the devil. The devil is possessing me to be a hoe. The devil done caused me to start this week. It's the devil be making me cuss. Really? This is what we doing? And then every time you need some greatness in your life, you reach outside of you and you say, Jesus, just please answer this one prayer, and I won't ask you for nothing else ever again. Well, not ever again for like 6 months. If you just answer this one prayer, I promise I will do whatever you say. Like, this is what y'all spend time doing. How about everything that defiles your nature and everything that goes against what you're supposed to be? If you just take a moment, you don't need a book or a man. Your very nature will speak to you, and you know what feels right and what doesn't, right? How about you take accountability for your bullshit? How about we do that? How about you look at yourself and you see that you don't have what you want in life because you might make excuses? Maybe you procrastinate too much. Maybe you are a drunk fuck and you should get a hold of that addiction. Maybe you do be doing drugs and you should stop. Maybe you are a womanizer. Maybe you do not value yourself, sister, and you got too many insecurities. Jesus is not going to fix it. You facing your fucking self will, though. Because it's not the devil, it's you. And the sooner you realize that, then the sooner you realize if I'm responsible for all the bullshit in my life, maybe I'm responsible for the great stuff in my life, and maybe you will reach for much more than what you already have right now because you know that everything that's in your life, you created it anyway. It's called taking accountability. Whether you succeed or fail at something, what if I told you it's all up to you? It's not a prayer that's going to make you succeed. It's going to be what the fuck you do to get yourself there. And since we're talking about sin, can we bring up that? How the fuck do you serve a God in a religion that told you when you come to earth, the very moment you born, you come out the womb looking all mushy face and shit? You know, babies always look mushy and stuff when they first come out, and you ain't done a fucking thing. You ain't barely took your first breath.
And you're a sinner already.
And you are born in sin, shaping in iniquity. What does the shape of iniquity look like? Do it look like all the new built bodies these bitches got these days? Is that what does the shape of iniquity look like? You are shaped in iniquity. What is that? Where's the pastors in the house? I know you're in the chat, you're listening. You there with your motherfucking Buster Browns and you goddamn gators on. Take them gators off. They used to use our motherfucking babies as bait to get alligators to make them shoot. And you just be rocking them bitches in the pulpit. Don't even know shit about where they came from. And your dumbass fucking wearing them. Talking about the Lord said. The Lord said take them motherfucking gators off. If you knew anything, Pastor.
I ain't know they still wear Buster.
How are you a sinner?
Yeah, they still wear them.
I just came here, I ain't do nothing. And you've been taught that fucking scenario for so long. What if I told you was born on this earth and you came to this motherfucking mushy face? First time you get in here, the reason you can't speak because what you really was when you was born, you came to this earth wrapped up, God's spirit wrapped up in flesh. What would that make you? It would make you a creator. It would make you a God. What if somebody told you that's what you was born to be from the moment you were born instead of telling you are a fucking sinner? How you a sinner and you ain't done nothing? That should be a red flag. You know they got the red flags going around. I'm about to make that meme tomorrow. I'm about to put a meme. When they tell you born in sin and you just got here, that's a red flag. You better fucking run from that religion like you ain't never ran from shit. Red flag in this bitch. That's right. It's a red flag. How baby a sinner? They're precious. They're new. And the truth is, they're more powerful in that moment. This is why they can't speak. Because if they could tell you what they knew before their memory of where they just came from go away, that they'll get over their eyes. They start to forget where they just came from the more they begin to talk. They can't tell you about what it's really like over there and who the fuck you really is. And then they go into the mode of the task of living the journey of this life that was picked for them. But you was born in sin. I wasn't born in sin. Get the fuck out of here. I ain't born in sin. I was born a creator. So let's talk about the Hebrew Israelites. Can we talk about that? Y'all like this video for me? Share this video, subscribe if you have not, hit that notification bell. Y'all don't forget to text the word either MX Network to the number 484848, you guys. So that when our network launches, you will be notified. Know that the network will not just be Nietzsche. I don't like to see my face that much, even though some of y'all love me and y'all miss me. That's great. Contrary to what everybody believes, I actually get tired of talking a whole lot, but there's going to be plenty of stuff on there, so know that it would just not be me. We have independent artists, we have poetry spotlight, we have solution Sundays, original documentaries, we're going to have programs for children, we're going to have 2A Tuesdays to teach you all your rights about your firearms, right? So it's a network for the people. It won't just be Nietzsche. I don't want to do that much talking on all of the shows, y'all, okay? So no, it ain't Okay, just me. So if you think you're just gonna get Nietzsche 50 times a day, that will not be happening, okay? But y'all make sure y'all send that text out, right? MX Network to 484-848. Now I ain't forget what I was. Hebrew Israelites. I know y'all niggas is in here. I know you in here because some of y'all fuck with me, some of y'all don't. And the ones that do fuck with me, after tonight, you might not want to fuck with me no more. But I'm gonna say that's your prerogative. You can do what you want to do. It's your prerogative to live your life. Gotta see the 80 times. I got my Janet Jackson control hairdo on tonight. Control. Now I'm all grown up. Okay, I'm gonna stop y'all. We're gonna talk about these Hebrew Israelites. And the reason why I'm gonna say this, I got a bunch of them come into my comment section recently and say shit like, oh, you the Edomite. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, you gonna be my footstool and your daddy white and nobody give a fuck about what you gotta say. Like y'all like to say that. So I'm gonna roast y'all niggas a little bit because y'all real easy to roast. I don't even know why y'all jump out there in front of that train because y'all niggas is y'all funny looking, delusional, and funny acting, okay? But we're gonna say some real shit here too when it comes to all the Hebrew Israelites. I'm gonna need y'all to first stop this Michi gonna be your footstool because your religion says that you are what your father is. I already told you now that patriarchy bullshit comes from the white man, okay? That it's all about the man. Yeah, I don't stop letting white people tell you niggas that, okay? Stop. But I just want to make it clear that I'm not going to be anybody's footstool because I watch you grown ass black men not even take a stance like Michi takes. I'm not the footstool right now in America to white supremacy. See, I don't have to go and clock into their employers. I don't bow down to these motherfuckers. And in a minute, I'm going to have a platform where I can say whatever the fuck I want. And then I'm really going to piss a whole lot of people off. See, I don't cry about that. You are the ones who have bowed down and become footstools to white supremacy. Okay, so I'm going to need you to shut the fuck up. Know that half you niggas ain't got a percent of fucking gangster in your fucking pinky. Because if you ever thought you was gonna make Michi a footstool, I swear to God, I'll slice you niggas from the rooter to the tutor. And we could just get it in. And you would just have to kill me. And I just take out a couple of you skirt wearing niggas and it'll be over. But what I won't do is sit and be your footstool. See, you motherfuckers are the ones that's scared to kill, fight, and die for your goddamn freedom. You're the ones that's scared of that shit. Because if I say, let's go, everybody meet me at motherfucking the Capitol, you niggas is not coming. You will not be there at 8 o'clock. I will be there by myself with my motherfucking Dunkin' Donuts, and nobody will be there. I'll be there with all the grenades, all the bombs, all the bullets, all the torches, and you niggas will be at home acting like y'all didn't hear the call. Don't play with me. But you gonna make me your footstool? Why don't you try making white supremacy your footstool first? How about that be your first challenge? I find it really crazy how Hebrew Israelites want to tell me that I'm going to be their footstool when God comes back because I'm half white. But you skirt wearing niggas can't even make white supremacy right now be your footstool, but you're worried about God doing it for you. It's because you're a punk bitch and you're waiting for God to come back and do it for you. That's the problem, okay? And for all of you Hebrew Israelite men, like on some funny shit but some serious shit, you niggas can never talk crazy to Michi until you take off your uniform. Y'all are so delusional. Y'all have been so conditioned. You are so far gone from slavery and the PTSD that you suffer. You niggas walk around looking like show enough in this bitch. You have on cufflinks. You look like He-Man. You are ready to have a fucking javel, but you niggas don't own horses. Now, I get it if you want to be a Hebrew Israelite and you are the original. Okay, if you want to go there, you're the original. Okay. But you do know that the way you're dressing, like the black cast of the all black cast of 400, you do know that Hebrew Israelites don't dress like that today, my nigga. Like, can you stop dressing like back then? Come to this day and age. And y'all, I'm gonna be your footstool. You niggas carry cufflinks and swords. And are they even real swords? Are they fucking made of wood? But I'm gonna be somebody's footstool. Nigga, come over to my house with your sword and I'm gonna show you what I got and we'll see who's gonna be who footstool. Like, this is hilarious to me. As black men, y'all got so much shit to say, but you ain't stepped up to the plate for fucking nothing. So I ain't forgot where I was if you thought that I did. We still on religion because all the fuck Hebrew Israelites have done is paint that lying ass, colonized weapon of Christianity. They just painted that shit black. That's all you did. You painted it black. And you said the whole story is true. It's just black. It's black, black, black. It's just black, y'all. Just because you paint it black don't make it true. If you're going to paint it real black, I'm going to need you to go back to where all of that shit was stolen from. How about that? Go get that black all the way back. Right? Go talk about gods when people actually consider themselves to be gods and goddesses. Go and talk about that where they got it from. Go and study that. That's your real blackness. Okay? Where astrology isn't the devil, neither are psychics. These things have existed long, long before you ever even understood what they were. You don't understand them now as a religious people because they tell you everything that learns to walk in their God power, right? That it's the devil, so you'll stay away from it. You sit up there and will tell me that astrology, right, and horoscopes is the devil, but your symbol for Jesus is a fish. The fish represents the Pisces. The Pisces is the age of Christ. So it all correlates, and you dumb niggas don't even know. Go back to the pyramids that were built that weren't just buildings, they were actually power sources. And we like to think that we're the most civilized civilization today when there are hundreds of thousands of years of civilization. And there's stuff that they tell you was old and outdated, and we're so technologically savvy, and they can't even recreate those same pyramids and the things that were created. And there's so much more to discover, but white people keep going over there and whitewashing the walls and the temples, uncovering things, and instead of telling you how powerful the blackness was and where they steal all this shit from, they keep it to themselves and they regurgitate it and recycle it and make it white people shit and give it back to you, and then you just paint it back black after they done already gave you the wrong picture, and you be like, there it is. Just make it black. All right. Fix Jesus spoke just a little on the side. Yeah, make it a little puffy right there. All right. Make his nose a little wider. Then big lips. All right, then. There we go. It's real now because it's black. Really, y'all? Let me tell you the biggest problem that I have with Hebrew Israelites. Y'all like to preach the Old Testament. Christians like to preach the New Testament. Right? All of y'all like to pass the offering plate. Okay? You say that we are under a curse. And that the reason we are going through what we are going through is because we are under a curse. So do I have any Hebrew Israelites in the house? What curse are we under? What did we do that we need to pay for some shit? Again, there go your sadistic ass daddy. Sound like some white people shit. That's your sadistic ass daddy. You know, your great-great-great-grandmother did some shit, and I'm just going to make you niggas pay for 12,000 generations until I feel like the punishment is paid out. You got a crazy-ass sadistic daddy if that's your daddy. Check this out, too. I want to check out the psychology in this, right? When you was a kid and you did something wrong and you knew you was wrong and your mama was like, or your daddy was like, we ain't going to leave out the brothers. Who daddies be there? Shout out to the daddies who act like daddies ain't right. We going to give it to your daddy. Your daddy be like, go to your room. I'm going to whoop your butt later, right? You go to your room and you know damn well you did what they told you not to do. And you like, I'm in trouble. So you go to your room and you take that punishment. And even though you don't like the punishment, you say to yourself, I did something wrong, so I deserve this punishment. So I'm going to just do what they said. I'm going to just take my ass whooping. I'm going to just sit in my room for a week, look at the kids out the window. I don't know, do y'all ground y'all kids in this generation? I feel like kids this generation is bad. They was all kids being raised by kids. Y'all don't ground y'all kids because y'all kids bad as fuck. Like, let me tell you something. The reason I didn't want to go to jail when I grew up is because my mama would ground me for like 7 days in my room. The fuck? You be in the window watching all the kids play. You know, we didn't have all of that social media and shit. I'd be in the window all sad. My brothers be outside like, your ass can't play. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wanted to. No, I didn't want to go to jail because I wanted to get out my room. 7 days was like forever. If you had an option, how many of y'all feel me? If you had an option, mama whoop me. You whoop me if I could go get a whooping and go back outside right now, whoop me. I don't want no 3-day grounding. I don't want a 1-day grounding. Just whoop me, right? But if I go to my room, I did something wrong. So if Hebrew Israelites say that we are in these positions because we're under a curse and only God can come and release us from this curse, this would be my question to y'all. Is this why you're not fighting? Is this why you're not fighting? Because if it's a punishment, you deserve it. If it's a punishment, you are not going to remove yourself or dare try to break out the punishment or the room because you're waiting for God to come and tell you you can come out your room now. Your punishment is over. And if that's what you believe, then you will never fucking fight back. So I don't understand that fucking concept. You're in this position and black people are enslaved because it is a curse. We're being punished and God ordained this punishment. And when God is ready, God will come and release it. Well, that's why you're not fighting back. This is why you have on fucking skirts and you're waiting. But you're going to tell me about who's going to be who footstool? I don't know about y'all. I serve a God that say, vengeance is mine, says the Lord. Mine. See, I'm a God too. So vengeance is mine. I do to you what you do to me. Vengeance says that I have all rights as a being to be here to fight for everything that I have. If giving everything you have to fight for the very freedom that you should have is not enough for you, then I don't know what you want, because I would rather not live a slave. I'd rather die a free man than live a slave. But motherfuckers is comfortable with this, and this is why I can't get down with the Hebrew Israelites. Y'all talk so much shit about Edomites, but in right now, you know how many Edomites is around your ass? Which one of you niggas done checked the Edomite? Which one of you niggas done hung an Edomite from a tree? Because the last time I checked, black folks are still being lynched. You don't believe me? Google the shit. See, I stopped looking because every other month you can find a new story of a black person that's been hung from a tree and they all call them suicide. I have yet to see the sun rise in the news article that says we found 3 white boys hanging in the Central Park when the sun came up. And we found remnants of swords and skirts in the park. We think the Hebrew Israelites has something to do with it. We have to laugh a little bit, y'all, because we be having conversations that are real serious, and if you don't laugh, you will cry. So we just gonna laugh, okay? I've been in consultations all day. I promise you I ain't even smoke no weed. I don't know why this is that funny, but I'm okay. Okay. So, why? Okay. I'm gonna get it together, y'all. Stop laughing in the chat. You're making it more contagious. Okay, stop. Stop the fucking laughing faces, y'all. Okay, I'm serious though. Why the fuck don't we see that? I'm serious even though I'm laughing. Like, y'all not doing anything. Black people are being murdered every day. Like, I remember that video how many of y'all remember that video? It was like 2 years ago. And all the Hebrew Israelites came out and like they showed this video of them like all I'm laughing, y'all, around the block. Like it was 10,000 of them brothers. And like they was cute. They had on purple, that's my favorite color, but they had on skirts and shit, so I don't know. They had them fringes. I don't think they had on skirts like the Grand Pooba had on a skirt, but most of the niggas had on fringes on their shirt, right? And I was like, oh, that's so wonderful. And I thought that for 2 seconds, and then the next thing I thought was them niggas done got uniformed up. They all around the block. It's 10,000 of them motherfuckers. And guess what? They not gonna do a motherfucking thing. This is some bullshit. Like, who stands up to show a show of power and you don't do nothing? Like, we show up with 10,000 people. Bitch, we'll fuck you up. And all you do is stand there. And they be like, all right, so we're going to kill another nigger while we're waiting on you to fuck us up. You know, fuck up some more laws. Here with these vaxes, you know, do all of that bullshit to you. And whenever you're ready, Holmes, let us know. Right? And you just stand there with your pretty purple on and your steamed fringes and shit. But nobody give a fuck about your goddamn numbers. Ooh, it's a gang of black men who get ready to do nothing. What did y'all do? I'm just saying, if I'm wrong, what did you do? Tell me what you did, Tyrone. Did you do something? So this is what the sad part is about y'all. But it's all related to your religion. Your religion tells you you deserve this. And when God says it's over, I'll come and save you. And until then, just play dress up to learn to live in the devastating situations you're in. So, at least when you look in the mirror, you comical, you can laugh at yourself, be a little lighthearted. I'll give you niggas some skirts, but I won't give you free. I'll give you niggas some fringes, but I won't give you your ability to be the free being that I created you to be, right? And then, of course, you have the Christians. If another one of you motherfuckers forgive somebody that shot a black person in goddamn church, in the courthouse, the white boys be like, I don't give a fuck. Fuck all you niggers. I killed you all. White power. You can die. And y'all be in the courtroom like, we just want y'all to know that we want to do the right thing as a Christian. We would like to forgive you, even though you didn't ask for our forgiveness. Because we want you to meet Jesus. Some of y'all go so far, y'all start visiting the murderer or your family member. Like, I just want him to know Jesus. I just want you to stop being a stupid motherfucker. So between the Hebrew Israelites and between the Christians, I don't think we getting nowhere because everybody is turning the other cheek. We all gotta love somebody. We all gotta be nice. We all can't do what we're supposed to do. And let's get to the real thing that needs to be said too that ain't been being said. Like, you niggas have all this money, but you have no power. What have you done for your community? Y'all serve weak ass gods. How come there is a church on every goddamn corner in the hood? It's a church every other street, right? But your community still look like a piece of shit. I was talking to a business partner of mine today, right? And she's saying, she works with a church, she helps them with their funds and stuff, like they're a mega church. These motherfuckers be pulling in like $30 million after they rack up tithes and offerings. $30 million. If you make that shit in a month, what the fuck are you doing for the community? I thought y'all had power. Where's your power? And fuck that we fed the homeless. If another one of you churches, I'm tired of you organizations who do that too. Like, it's cool you bring people food, but please stop acting like that is changing your community. Fuck your fucking free bags of goddamn groceries, okay? I know some people are hungry, but let's be real. We live in America. Nobody should fucking be hungry. Are we still tackling the task of feeding people? This is where we at. We ain't got no further than that. Oh, well, we feed people. That's how we change our community. No, nigga, it's crackheads on all the corners. Are you fucking employing people? Have you bought up the property around that goddamn community so that you can have affordable housing? Are you getting you got $30 million a month, and this ain't the only church? Why are you not buying buildings for your community? Why aren't you creating programs at your church I thought Jesus sat with the prostitutes and the sinners and the publicans, so why the fuck the hoes can't come up in the church with y'all? Hoes want to be saved too. Why y'all got a whole house? Not to give up the coochie, but for them to, stop selling.
Yes,
where's all that money to have these task force to help find all these lost girls? You got such a great God, so why you don't come have a Holy Ghost good time and let the Holy Ghost reveal to you where all them missing black girls is? I thought that tithes was to pay the Lord's bills, which is funny to me because I don't understand how the creator of all things could just have whatever, but this nigga can't pay his bills. That's a red flag too. Red flag. You got a God that can't even pay his own bills, but this nigga created heaven and earth and Jesus and everything else. But as soon as it's time to pay his bills, he needs you to pay it or the motherfucking church be in foreclosure. And if you're gonna collect all this money after you pay the church, like, wouldn't God want you to take the rest of the money and help the people that he's supposed to care so much about in your community? Like, why are you keeping all the money for the pastor to just spend that shit at a brothel in fucking Houston somewhere? Stop playing with me. Or to pay for that tranny prostitute that he meet every Sunday in the back. Y'all gonna stop playing with me. But y'all can't do shit for your community. How about you go get some felons out of jail, them young boys, pay their bail. And while they out on bail, start a program. Give them somewhere to fucking work. Give them some hope. Mentor them kids so that you can get them off the corner because they not on the motherfucking corner because they want to be. Poverty breeds crime. All of the crime in our community comes mostly from poverty. So when the fuck you gonna create programs? You can change your community tomorrow, not with Jesus, but with the fucking money you have. And you won't even do that. Fuck a church. Y'all in all these goddamn communities, and you sit around with mega churches and fucking trifling ass ghettos. You have a weak God. You got a using ass pastor. Y'all some scamming ass bitches, because you ain't done a fucking thing to change your goddamn community. But pass out some motherfucking groceries. Fuck them groceries. Tell me where I'm lying. Religion ain't done shit but make people be sorry motherfuckers. So let me tell you who you really supposed to be. Then we'll get out of here. Right? You a God. Y'all scared to say that? Say that. A motherfucker that tell me they something, I don't know. That's a red flag for me. Get your weak back ass the fuck away from me. Now, I was a pastor for many years. Right? And I was a Christian for longer than I was a pastor. Okay? And I want you to know that my life did not change to the level that it needed to be when it came to dealing with my insecurities, when it came to growing on all levels in my life, including financially. None of those things changed to the extent that they are now until I took responsibility for who the fuck I was. When I looked at myself and I said, well, you know what, damn bitch, people do be treating you bad sometimes, but you knew that nigga was treating you bad long before you left him. So why you staying? I can't never get a good relationship because bitch, you stay in the bad ones too long. You see the red flags and you don't leave. So what accountability do you take for that? Well, I really want to do more in life. I want to have a business. I want to have more money. Well, how much are you doing to create your business? Are you giving it your all? Are you putting all the time in that you gave to those white jobs that you worked at to build somebody else's dreams? Or do you give yourself half-ass when you give more to somebody else who pay your bill? And I'm like, yeah, I do procrastinate like a motherfucker. Yeah, I guess that really is my fault, right? I sat around crying. How many of y'all keep taking your motherfucking ass to the altar Sunday after Sunday? If Jesus is fixing it, why the fuck are you at this altar every Sunday? Miss Bell, don't come to this motherfucking altar no more. And if your name is really Bell, that is a sign to you from Jesus that your ass needs to stay the fuck away from the altar. Because don't nothing change. That's psychology. They said, bring your problems to the altar. And you know what they do? They play a never would have made it without you. I would have lost it all. But now I see that you were there for me. And I can say, right? And then you be like, yeah. And then you start crying and shit. That's called psychology. You start to think about everything said in your fucking life because they played a sad song and it brought up them emotions. Just like when it's time to get some money, they be like, give. You gotta give it in Jesus' name. Now, if they play the song talking about the churches they got money overflowing, all the bills paid, Jesus got enough, right? And everybody laid. They play the song like that, right? We got enough. We got enough pledge. We got enough songs. And see how many people keep their money in their pocket. We got enough songs. Don't get your tithes and offerings though. And you at the fucking altar every Sunday and ain't shit changed. You know when shit changed and you stop crying about your life and how you feel about you when you lay your insecurities down. Stop fucking crying. Stop. Stop fucking crying about everything that everybody done to you. Okay? The shit that you can learn something from, learn something from it. Take notes from your experiences. Life is a motherfucking teacher. Take what you need to take, leave what you don't need to leave. Stop walking around telling yourself that you are all the things that happen to you. Those are things that happen to you, baby. That is not who the fuck you are. At some point, you just got to get up and stop fucking feeling sorry for yourself. Fuck. And I did say self fuck. I mean it with the A and everything. Stop fucking feeling sorry for yourself because nobody's coming to save you. And when you do all that fucking crying and I'm never going to be perfect and nobody likes me and why this nigga don't love me and oh my God, nothing right ever happens in my life. Stop speaking that shit into your life. You are a creator and everything you say turns into something. And I'm going to show you right now I ain't lying. Everybody in this motherfucking chat, look at your life. What do you have? Who is around you? How do you feel on a day-to-day basis? I'm about to show you something. Take a moment and think about that. What do you think? What are your actions? And what are you saying to yourself on a daily basis? Now look at your life. You have every fucking thing you have created. If you are surrounded by shitty people, it's because you haven't taken accountability to say, I deserve more than that and love yourself enough not to have it. You don't want a bad relationship anymore? Y'all keep crying about that? Stop telling the universe what you don't want and start talking about what you do want. All you're doing is creating an energy of sadness. And so you constantly live in the energy that you create. If all you're thinking about is bad relationships, guess what you're doing? You're sitting in the frequency of bad relationships. And you feed that fucking frequency every time you cry about an old nigga, you think about the old ways, you start thinking about what you don't want because you don't spend enough time thinking about what the fuck you do want. And everything you focus on is what you have. You focus on the bad, you have the bad. You focus on being broke, you is broke. I'm serious. And if you look at your life and say, everything that I think, and what I'm saying is what the words come out your mouth. What do you think about yourself? What energies do you feel throughout the day? That's how you place yourself in frequencies. That's called manifesting. And when you place yourself in a frequency, you don't chase when you manifest. You place yourself on the frequency you need to be on as a God. And just like a freeway, everything in that frequency chases you down. Manifesting ain't about waiting for something. It's about putting myself in position of the frequency of the thing I want. Learning to stay in that frequency. The way you tune a frequency is what you speak, what you think, and how you feel. That's how you tune that motherfucker like a radio station. Right. And when you get on the frequency you need to be on, guess what? Shitty niggas won't come around you because, sis, all you've been thinking about is the type of relationship you want to be. But first, have you checked yourself and asked yourself why the fuck your other relationships didn't work? Because you had a part to play too. Maybe you don't love your motherfucking self enough. You insecure as fuck and you stay where the fuck you are for far too long, and that is completely your fault. Maybe you shouldn't worry about a nigga loving you. You should just learn to love yourself. See, religion don't want to teach you that because being a God says you fucking check you. Being a God says you bless yourself too. So if you understand that all of your thoughts, look at what you think. Are you complaining all day? Is your life horrible all day? Do you keep placing yourself in the wrong situations? What are your thoughts? What are you feeding yourself? What kind of music are you listening to? What kind of shit are you watching on TV? You have everything that you have created. It's right the fuck in front of you. Everything you create is everything you have is what you created. It's all you, boo. Now, once you realize that, right? Once you realize that, I want to drop this gem in your life. If what you have, you created, that means that you have the ability to create something different. And that's the most wonderful thing about this conversation. Stop waiting on a fucking God that is waiting on you. I am not an atheist. It's not that I don't believe in a creator. I do. But I don't believe like you. I don't believe in this motherfucking colonized way that is actually a weapon. See, because what I have an understanding and what I believe in the gods that we are, I don't depend on this colonized way. Everything that I need is within me. If I'm sinning, it's because I'm doing something on a frequency I don't desire to be on. So I check my motherfucking self. If there's something I desire to manifest and create, I make sure that I place myself in a space to make these things happen. Right? Just like the Bible says, the power of life and death is in the tongue, and those that love it shall eat the fruits thereof. I suggest you start speaking. It says, physician, heal thyself. So that means you're the one with the ailment, but you're also the one with the answer. It's telling you you ain't fucking waiting on nobody but you.
No, it do work.
You ain't gonna never get nowhere waiting on Jesus or any motherfucking body else. I'm gonna tell you right now, whether it's a religious thing or it's a freedom thing, I'm talking to you from a religious aspect and an oppressed aspect. In neither one of these situations are you waiting on anybody but your motherfucking self.
2 to 4 days.
You ain't waiting on Jesus to come and make you better. You're waiting on you. You ain't waiting on policies and politicians and activists to free your black ass. You are waiting on you. We're not free because we won't stand the fuck up. And that is the truth of the matter. And your religion keeps you from standing up. And before I get out of here, the last thing I'm going to say that I want you to marinate in, how many of you have children? Right? Again, we talked about our children being a product of its parents or where it comes from. So if you are a product of the creator and you are a creator yourself, your creator is a God, you are a God. There is a God in you. What the fuck? You don't know that? And the fact that some of y'all feel bad letting that come off your mouth makes me say, wow, they have just squandered the greatness in you that you scared to say, I come from a God. Why the fuck would you be a God? Now, as parents, I have children that are growing up every day and they're going on their own, getting out of my house. I have prepared my children. I have tried to teach them all I can to make them go out into the world and be a representation of me and live and say that my mama taught me how to be a good adult and I'm out here making it. How would you feel if your children keep calling you and at like 30 they want you to fix everything? My mama, I was just hoping that, you could come through on this light bill because I can't make it today. My mama, I was just upset about my situations and I just didn't know if you could know how to fix it for me. Well, mama, I messed up, but mama, I'm 45. Can I come back to your house and live in the basement, mama? Mama, I had these kids, but can you raise them for me? Because I don't know what I'm doing, mama. Like your mother, I would get fucking tired of my kids calling on me. Like at some point, you don't think that God has equipped you with everything you need and he wants you to fucking get up and act like you his child. You motherfuckers is an embarrassment. If you was my children and I was God, I would be embarrassed of you because you walk around with your tail fucking tucked, acting like you scared of somebody all the goddamn time. Weak back, waiting on somebody to fix something for you. You a motherfucking God. Who are you waiting on? You disappoint the real God. Not this whitewashed colonized God. You disappoint your God. Because you walk around acting like less than what you are. And you're always calling on him to fix everything for you. And he's like, what the fuck? Did I not already place all of this shit inside of you? You don't know who you are. That's why you act the way you act. Because you done allowed colonized white ass supremacy to be the voice of your God, to squander the greatness that is inside of you, so you will sit down waiting on everything else when the truth is you the motherfucking answer you've been waiting on. You, not nobody else. See, it's kind of one of them things when somebody gets hurt in a crowd and there's a ton of people around. So nobody knows who's going to call the police because everybody looking because they wait for somebody else to do it. Versus when you're the only person on the scene, there's nobody else to do it, so it's no choice but for you to be the one. The sooner you realize nobody's coming to save you, then you begin to realize, God damn, I guess there ain't nobody here on the road with me. If I don't make this phone call, ain't nobody coming. It's all on me. The sooner you realize that, then the sooner you can make steps to make your life the way it needs to be, and Black people can get the fuck out of the situation that they're in. Okay? Now, there's a whole lot more that could be said. I won't go into all of that tonight, like how Christianity steals everything from you, like rituals and everything else. You would tell me I'm crazy and demonic if you ever saw a voodoo ritual and you watched women wear their white and dance around the fire and summons things like Ogun and Oshun and different things when they're asking entities and spirits to be with them. But I will tell you that when you are in church, you are jumping around talking about the Holy Ghost has taken over your body. You are doing nothing different. You don't get to call possession good when you do it. But when Black people do it in spirituality with the devil, we're doing nothing more. We're just summoning a different spirit. It's not the Holy Ghost. That's that spirit you came up with, right? Don't talk to me about rituals because you Christians, you practice cannibalistic rituals. You eat the body and the blood of Christ in the form of a cracker and a wine. And if you understood spirituality, you would know that that is a ritual. So don't say shit about our rituals and call our altars evil when we go back to the true way of the way things were, and they have taken it and turned it all around. Because if you knew anything about your Black spirituality, you would see all of the things that they stole. And while they're doing it and using it, they tell you that it's wow. So I guess the only time you can dance and praise a spirit and become possessed, because these are the real words, become possessed is when that spirit is the Holy Ghost and you're in church. If you do it any other way, I don't know about y'all. I would prefer to be possessed with the Ogun, because a motherfucker ready to go to war. But that's too deep for y'all, because y'all don't even understand it. Y'all keep calling on the spirit that wants you to forgive and turn the other cheek and wait on his ass, even though he a deadbeat daddy. He don't pay his bills and he don't show up for none of your occasions. The nigga that left you hanging, he the daddy that said I was going to the store. That was over 2,000 years ago. And this nigga ain't never came back. I can't serve a God like that. So with that said, y'all, I hope I hurt some of y'all feelings tonight. And if I did, that is just completely your problem. It don't have nothing to do with me. I'm going to get the hell out of y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all do me a favor. There's so much more to be said about this conversation. But y'all do me a favor. Like this video. Share this video. Share it with the pastor at your church. See what he say. Send it to the motherboard and see what they say. Okay, ask some questions and see if they can answer them. Right, but more importantly, ask yourself some questions. Right. I hope if anything, I just said something here tonight. A lot of y'all like me, you already know. But for those that don't really know, I hope I said some shit that just make you start to question. Just question. It's okay to question. Anything that tells you not to question and do, baby, that's a cult. That's a cult. That is a cult. Real spirituality does not tell you to look to anything else outside of you. Right? It's not a person. If God can bless that person can be great. Know that you can too. There's no reason to look outside of that. That's called a fucking occult. I don't want to be a part of a cult, right? And y'all shouldn't either. So it's just the things that make you go, do what the fuck, what you will. Meet you gonna keep doing what she do. And let me say this before y'all leave. Y'all do me a favor if y'all haven't. Go ahead and text that word MX Network, right? Text the word MX Network, all one word, to the number 48448. That's 348, y'all. So y'all can be notified when the network starts. And let me throw this out there because I almost forgot. See, I be doing myself dirty. Don't even be promoting my shit. For those of y'all that were in the spiritual course a couple of weeks ago, the first series, shout out to y'all. For anybody who wants to understand their spirituality a little bit more, I don't make the shit confusing for you. You can ask me all kind of questions in my classes, right? Because that's the whole point. You should ask to understand. I want people to gain an understanding. I don't want them to just do what the fuck I say. So I'm the first person to tell you, look, this more about you than it's about me, okay? So understand we have those conversations in my classes, and you can turn around and ask me all the questions you want. So know that the first, you should start with the first one, y'all. Do not come into my second spiritual course that's starting on this Thursday. It's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That it starts, you guys, tomorrow. But it's the second series. I would suggest if you didn't join us for the first one, shout out to everybody who did. You should watch the first one. It's already on the site so that you can understand the basics of energy, of manifesting, of what the idea of God is, and what an altar is, and to dispel some of these myths that you see on TV about shit that's evil, right? My skulls on my altar represent honoring my ancestors. It has nothing to do with death and summoning the devil. Like, if I want to be the devil in your life, I can. So you got to leave me the fuck alone. But what you understand in spirituality too, we don't believe in good and bad. We believe in what the fuck is, okay? So you believe in good and bad. I just believe in the fact that I can alter whatever the fuck I want, especially when it pertains to my life, right? So understand that you can go over to the website. And the link is in the description box. When you go to therealmetx.com, we do have the second series, you guys. It starts tomorrow. Once that series is done, if you don't catch it live, it will also be up on the site, and you guys can go and take that as well. We do have a third one coming up. We taking it a little bit at a time, right? Because you can't shove all this down somebody's throat all at once. So just so y'all know, y'all can go over to the site, check out the description box. Anything that I said you guys forgot, it's in the description box of this video. Some of y'all be asking me, how do you get to the description box? Well, right next to the name of the title of the video, there's a little arrow. Push that arrow down, it will open it up. There's a whole lot of stuff down there that you can use. Y'all go take a look at it and get yourself some free stocks, some free motherfucking crypto. There's information down there about Zayek's Institute if you would like to place your kids in homeschool. And that's what we're going to talk about next when I come back, y'all. The school to prison pipeline, right? So we have Zayek's, which is a solution. Shout out to the school my babies go to. Anybody that's in Zayek's, we over there doing the damn thing. So that link is down there. All kind of stuff. For the courses is down there. Emergency food supply. I don't know. Just a bunch of shit. Y'all go and look. Follow us on Instagram. That link is down there too for the MX Network. You can also follow me on Instagram. All those links are down there, y'all. I want to say too, let me just say this and leaving before I go. Shout out to anybody who got crypto. Who got some crypto in the house? I just want to say that. How many of y'all got crypto? Specifically, how many of y'all have Shiba? That motherfucker. Now, I am not a financial expert, so do not take my financial advice and be like, bitch, we were listening to you. All I know is I be investing sometimes, and the sister got 100 million shares of that motherfucking Shiba. And that motherfucker, let me tell you something. Shiba is not, it's the cryptocurrency. That mug is less than a penny. It's less than a penny right now, right? If that motherfucker hit a penny, I'm gonna be happy. If it hit $1, I'm gonna really be happy. Shit, if it just hit, a couple cents, I'm gonna be really happy. But anyway, if y'all got that shit, shout out to y'all. Let people learn how to invest, right? It's important. Like I said, it was less than a penny when I bought it months and months ago. So it was the same thing. If we can go to the store, y'all, and we can go and buy $200 pair of sneakers. We can buy a bunch of bullshit for the holidays we finna buy. Like, at the end of the day, You know what I'm saying? You can spend that money and gamble on it. Y'all go to the casino or whatever. And I'm not saying, it's a guarantee. All of this is gamble, but y'all need to go to Las Vegas. Y'all buy shoes that ain't gonna be with you next week. Y'all go to the club and pop bottles in the section and spend $400 on a night. Stop playing with me. You better get you some goddamn cryptocurrency. If you want some free crypto, there is a link down there that you can go ahead and get started. $25. You can go buy some of them chips, whatever. All I know, all I know is when I get off here, I'm not gonna edit because it keep rising.
I told you she's
more money out of me. Stop it on this live. That mud keep going, right? Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. Y'all know I say goodbye. Hey, all right. I'm about to go. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Why would I pay
Do me
you
a favor.
$45
Check
for
the
it?
link
Like,
in the
go
description
and
box
do
for
it
everything I
myself.
just said. If you do not remember, like this video, share this video with somebody, subscribe if you have not, hit the notification bell. And when you hit the notification bell, y'all are saying I'm not getting my notifications. If you click the bell, they probably cut your shit off from all notifications, right? So if you click the bell, they will ask you if you would like to be notified. You need to click all, and then you will be notified every time I'm live. Okay, y'all? With that said, I'm done for real. I'm about to go. I love y'all. Good night.
She funny though.
Yeah, she's funny as hell. Hey, more power to her. Hey, I don't blame her. I blame the dumb motherfuckers that get got. Thank goodness. Oh shit. My fucking hands is taking forever to work. I think these are your pills. Mine is at the bottom. It's taking forever to work. This shit's starting to hit.
If you've been following me or if you know me, I told you I believe in karma. I believe in come-ups. Or come-uppings. How that's saying. You guys over there, you know what I'm talking about. I believe what goes around comes around. It may take hours, it may take days, it may take weeks, it may take months, it may take years.
You just saying that earlier.
But I believe the negative things you put out will come back and get you because people get arrogant. People forget the things that they've done and said, and they bound to slip up and do something, or somebody catch them slipping, or somebody has the same mindset, but they figure it's your turn to be sit through the ringer. Now, for the last two or 3 years, we've been hearing white folk, a large number of white folk, and now black folks are starting to say, but a large number of white folks talk right about counsel culture. Now, I find it funny that these people have no problem counseling other human beings when they get tired of them or when they want to just pick on them.
Yeah, what I'm saying, yeah.
I told you guys in 2017 that they would deflect. They would turn around and put the Me Too movement on us. They would start going after us saying that we're reverse racist. Or what about black on black crime, or that term that I hate? Because what happened was some white women and some white men got too damn comfortable, got put in check, or got disrespected, and it started whining. And when they whine, people respond different. When they're in pain, people respond different. But what happened was they started going after certain individuals. And it wasn't just the everyday dude or the dude that may be a low-level boss or female low-level boss. They was going after people with names and power or perceived power. Now, when Bill Cosby and R. Kelly and Chris Brown, any other black man within the last 20 years or so, let's say the last 30 years, who have been accused of something, the media is relentless. Now, I told you guys when the whole thing of Bill Cosby started, I said, you guys got to use some logic. To this day, there are black people out there saying Cosby did something. It's hard for some of y'all to fathom that there are people out here who haven't done anything. Because so many have done things, we figure law of averages. If that person didn't, you must have done it. There are a lot of innocent men, women, and children out here who have been falsely accused of things they didn't do. I've seen people that I've known be accused of shit, and you can be the witnesses all day, but people still gonna be the worst of the worst. I've had people lie on me for things I didn't say and I didn't do. Better yet, let me give you an example. Here on YouTube, I have never attacked anybody, never trolled anybody, channels, anything. But I had people lying on me. I had one woman way back when I started doing YouTube commentaries. This is back when that black man, black woman shit was going on. And out of the blue, this woman attacked me for no reason. I did nothing to her. Nothing to her. She would make videos lying on me, saying I said things, and people actually thought I'd said something. And no matter how much I told them I didn't, I'm like, I had a few YouTubes. Now some of them they no longer follow. They don't make any comments anymore. I think it was 3 YouTubers that told me, if you want to catch this person, go get some video capture software. And one day, I was happening to be on YouTube, about to do a video, and this woman was sending me messages on my channel. And this is before YouTube changed the way. I even forgot how they originally set up YouTube and changed the layout and the comment section. Like you used to be able to see comments. It used to be able to archive them and keep them up. Can't do it too much anymore. And when the people that were saying, Harvey, you thought you was doing it, I said, see, I put the video up me. I said, see, I told y'all I wasn't messing with this person. And then another YouTuber told me, you know how you catch this person? Well, this person had another how can I say it? Not like you say it, but I'm not gonna say the person's name. But this person was out there attacking me. This person's out there doing all kinds of pornography and stuff. I kid you not. And the person that sent me the link, he was like, bro, this is how people get down. And when I was, now I wasn't hating on them or criticizing doing porn, because that's an adult situation. That's adult entertainment. You do what you're going to do. But she made it like I was sexualizing black women, attacking black women. I've done nothing of the sort. But she was in an industry that, and what got me is the guy that she was intimate with in the scene. He didn't want his face to be seen. Her face was plastered everywhere. And I said, in order for this to leave me alone, I put the link up. And after a while, she stopped bothering me. And the people said, damn, we thought it was you. I said, it wasn't me. She was mad because I was doing commentaries. And I wasn't into that black man, black woman BS that was prominent on YouTube a few years ago. Because I peeped that there were people instigating this. There were people pretending to be black, or there were people who are black that like to see other black people fight. There was back in the day, there was a bunch of videos of white women talking about how they like black men just to piss off black females. And a lot of brothers, we didn't say nothing. And sisters took by us not saying nothing to be true. We said we didn't want to engage back and forth with these women because you don't know what they was on. You don't know what they was going to be capable of doing. I mean, I was being accused of going to people's channels, doing all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, I'm not doing it. And no matter how many times I put them, say, guys, go do your research, use common sense. But until I put that screen capture and start catching people in real time, people stop. And then some people decided, let me go listen to this man's commentary for myself. And they realized that I wasn't what they said, people said they were. And that's the thing. Bill Cosby gave a speech calling out certain behaviors in the community. It was a tough love. It was a daddy or granddaddy or uncle, great uncle talking to his family. And you had these brothers and sisters that went to these universities. I have this degree, I have this education. They got pissed off, but they turn around and lecture and talk about the black community. And I'm sitting like, wait a minute. You're criticizing Cosby for talking to black folk, having a frank conversation. Then sit back and lie and say he went on white television and had the same conversation when Cosby didn't. It was more nuanced because he knew what platform it was on. Michael Eric Dyson and the rest. Joy Reid and Torrey and them. And then when Cosby was falsely accused of raping women, and all these women, they had to be hella lucky for none of these women to go to a police department. Doctor, this guy could have unprotected sex. The man that popped and had kids. So the guy is in you you talk about you got semen, what you thought was semen in that area, and none of y'all pregnant, no STDs, no nothing. Come on. We are quick to believe that a black man is the worst of the worst. So y'all believe Cosby's the worst of the worst. If every black, well-known black person had something to say, or some joke, or some put down a Cosby, Dave Chappelle was one of them. And you remember what I said many years ago? I said, don't get comfortable, David. Remember, Dave Chappelle is the same brother that told us to give Donald Trump a chance. Remember that? And what did I tell y'all? It's coming. I mean, I said today, now tomorrow. But they're going to come back. They're going to turn on his ass. Remember, a month ago, Dave Chappelle was a genius. 6 months ago, he was a freaking genius. Now, he's homophobic, transphobic. He's getting uninvited to places that he's invited to. He's doing a documentary. We don't want nothing to do with it now. Wonder why? I told y'all who has power and influence in America. It ain't us. Oh, when it comes to trends, fashion, food, and singing style, dance style, and anything entertainment-wise, anything that make us smile and stomp our feet, we lead in that shit. They love it. That's all they want to do. But when we stop saying, no, don't do that. Queen.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning back in once again to Queen Amadash Shakur TV show. I'm your host, Queen Amadash Shakur, and this is another dose of your daily vitamins. So as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click the notification bell and click the word all so that you're notified each time I go live. Okay, so let's get into it. Hello, LeVar, William, Lee, Lady London, Pearly, Rayvon. Okay, Melanated Brown, Woke One is in the house. March Baby Pearly. Let's get into it. Brandon, Jason. I'm sorry, Joe. I have on my glasses. Conscious Outlaw, Neon Black, Thunderbolt, Queen Night, Trisha, Jacob. All right, let's get into it. So, I'm sure you've all seen this video by now because it's clearly gone viral.
I said she never had
the video of a black man who's dating a white woman. And she's really manipulating him, making threats, being abusive, physically abusive, literally holding him and trying to keep him there with her, refusing to allow him to leave and making threats to call the police or have her family members do something to him if he doesn't do what she wants to do, if he doesn't comply. Now, what I found interesting about this video, hello, Vince from the UK. What I found interesting about this whole thing was the fact that my friend, I was discussing it with my friend when she was here today, and she was telling me that there was also another video which the young man has since removed. Now, I didn't see this other video, but she said there was another video prior to this incident with this young woman he was dating where he was bragging about her and how he loves white women and how black women are just too headstrong, basically, not his words verbatim, but pretty much saying black women won't submit and that he's tired of fractions. Well, I'm going to show you Exhibit A and B and show you where the ratchetness is and was. And with that all being said, this just goes to further prove how these Negroes who want to talk about angry black women, they're so stupid. They don't seem to realize that there is angry women among every racial group and ethnic group. There's angry people, period. You see, some people are laid back. Some people are more crunk and, hype. Some people are aggressive. Some people are passive aggressive. Some people let you know when they're upset, and some people hide it. You don't know until you put on your shoes and you step into some glue or something crazy. Because this is what they did when they were angry. They didn't let you know. They didn't argue with you, but they went and did something underhanded. So there's all types of people in the world, and so it really just boggles the mind when I hear these Negroes who clearly have black mothers talking trash about black women. And they think they're going to go and get Becky and Karen and Kate, and it's going to be all better. That's just so stupid. But let me just say this. Here's the problem. And I know I'm going to step on some toes, and that's okay, because I really don't care. At the end of the day, here's the issue, people. There are some people amongst our community as black people, foundational black Americans. Now, there's some people amongst us who are not happy with themselves. They actually, have not only feelings of self-loathsome, low self-esteem, but they also have self-hate, and they also have identity crises. Okay? That's what a lot of them, they haven't found themselves. They haven't evolved into their higher self. They don't even know what their higher self is, and they likely don't even know that they have one that they can evolve to. So with that all being said, a lot of these men who love Becky, Kate, and Karen, you see, the problem with them is this. Black women hold them accountable. Okay? That's what it is. Many black women will hold you accountable. Like, you can't just be laid up, sitting around playing Xbox, smoking weed all day, drinking on beer, kick back, watching the game, not going to work, getting a good job, paying bills. You just can't do it. Now, nobody said you have to pay all the bills, because adults can pay bills together, right? You function as a unit. But at the end of the day, some men don't want to do that. And what they don't want is some woman nagging them, telling them what they should and what they need to do. You see, people like this, and there's not just men that are like this. Mind you, there's women that are the same way. And I'm not saying there's only black men and women who behave this way, because as I said previously, there's people of all racial and ethnic groups who behave this way. But I'm specifically talking about my people right now. So I'm talking about black folks. So with that all being said, there's men and women who behave this way. Just want to sit around and watch Love and Hip Hop. Just want to eat snacks, gossip with the girlfriend, stay on the phone, stay on social media. Don't want to go out and get a job, do anything lucrative. Leave them at home with the kids, come home, the house is a mess, dinner's not on the table. It works both ways. But here's the thing I want to say. These men, Negroes as I call them, who want to say that black women are angry, that black women are not submissive, and that they prefer white women, because white women and Asian women, as many of them prefer, these women will allow them to run over them. They will let them get away with these things. They won't hold them accountable. But here's the flip side to that coin. Those same women, if you tick them off, if you go out there lying and cheating, or just doing anything that upsets them, well, I'm about to show you how they can behave and how they can use that same privilege that you once thought you were going to benefit from against you. That's what I'm going to show you today. At the end of the day, here's another thing, another fun fact. You see, black women have always been the ones to uphold black men. You see, back during slavery, when they beat the crap out of the black men, when they broke them, when they did all sorts of heinous things to them, it was the black woman who nursed their wounds. It was the black woman who told them to hold their head up. It was the black woman who stood with them. All right? That's who it was. It wasn't Becky. Because you see, Becky, Kate, and Karen, well, they are the mothers of white supremacy. So whatever the racist white man does, they learned it from Becky, Kate, and Karen. So any Negro, who thinks that they can have a better life, that the grass is going to be green on the other side of Becky, Kate, and Karen, and they cannot listen to a black woman because, black women are angry, they have attitudes, they talk too much, they talk too loud. The reason black women behave that way, why don't you ask yourself what you did? Because here's the thing, black women don't just talk crazy to you for no reason. Black women don't just demand things from you for no reason. There's a reaction to every action. There's a reaction, and a lot of these men go out here and lie and cheat, or just aren't doing what they're supposed to do, aren't carrying their weight at home, and then they get upset when a black woman calls them to task. When a black woman tells them you need to stand up and be a man, you need to pull the weight, you need to do what you need to do, or whatever. They don't like that. You see, because black women are assertive. Why are black women so much more assertive than other women? That's because we have to be. We have to be. We're the most disrespected women on the planet. And sadly, even some of our own black men will disrespect us. But here's the thing. I know that if someone wants to be called a queen, then they should conduct themselves as such. This is true. But also, if you want to be called a king, then you should conduct yourself as such. And let me tell you something. The more black men foolishly go there to the other side, I mean, they want to take a walk on the wild side and actually think that Becky Kane Carey can understand your plight, can help you get through struggles any better than a black woman could, but that's absolutely crazy. And all you have to do is piss one of them off, and you will see just how much they really give a damn about you or any other black person. Now, let me get down to the business of showing these receipts. Eric says, if you don't want to be with a black woman, then you're disrespecting your mother. Absolutely. Corey says, the Bible is truth, not your opinion. You're single and no man is going to ask you for marriage. And not all of us are sorry. Stop lying. First of all, Corey, clearly you feel like this pertains to you. Because I didn't say all black men. Did I? At any point, did I say that? And if you watch my channel on a regular basis and you weren't a Negro, because clearly that's what you sound like, well, you wouldn't be offended. Because first of all, people don't get offended by things that don't apply to them. That's why when people say certain things and they're talking about some black women, I don't get offended because I know they're not talking about this black woman at the end of the day. And common sense should tell you that I'm not talking about all black men. And also, I do have a man, beloved. I don't know how you thought and fixed your mouth to say, or your fingers to type, shall I say, that I don't have. Because you don't know what I have. At the end of the day, you think I'm just some mad, bitter woman? No. I'm just telling you the truth because after I saw this video, I was so disgusted. But I also, at the same time, couldn't really feel empathy for this man because he's a Negro like yourself, I'm sure. And that's why he chose Becky, and that's why he saw fit to come on his live stream and talk trash about black women. Now, if you want to date Becky Carey or Ming Lee or whoever, you don't have to put down black women in the process because to do so is stupid when you have a black mother and a black grandmother and possibly black sisters or daughters. I mean, so make that make sense. All right? Make that make sense. So with that all being said, and moderators, do not tell me that any of you blocked Corey, because I wanted him to stay in here. Don't block anyone unless I tell you to, okay? Please, if you can be so kind. Whether they're trolling or not, okay? He says, you work for white men to destroy your own truth, or to destroy your own men's truth. Okay, Corey, keep listening. Maybe you'll learn something. Now, and so as I was saying, hold on. Let me look at a few more comments. Piss them off and gonna get called some bywords. Right. Okay. Chocolate only queen says JP. Absolutely. Ray says, I think a lot of our people that date outside the race do so because many black men and women are too broken because of our life. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So many of them are brainwashed and they have self-hate. They really do. They don't like themselves, and so they don't like anyone that is like them. They're not attracted to anyone that reminds them of themselves. And they know dating a black woman, well, you're going to have black kids. So if a black man doesn't like himself, or if a black woman doesn't like herself, do you really think they want to raise black children that are just completely black? No, they want to have biracial children because that's going to make them feel better. I once had a dark-skinned woman tell me years ago, a coworker, she was the same complexion as me. She only dated white men. And she told me the reason she only dated white men is because she only wanted biracial kids. So her kids will be light-skinned because she felt that would give them an easier life. And you know what the sad thing is? She was right. It's a well-known fact in our community that the lighter you are, the easier it is for you with most things. You're not viewed as threatening as a person of a darker hue. So that's another reason some of these Negroes, they want to date outside of the race, as well as the plantation maggots. I'm not saying anyone who dates outside of the race is a plantation maggot or a Negro. No, I'm not saying that. What I am saying is the people who date outside of the race, the black people who date outside of the race, that do so because they think there's something wrong with their own people, well, they're niggering and they're coons. It doesn't matter whether they're male or female. That's what that is. Because if you don't love yourself and your people, you're nothing but a coon. What else could you possibly be, right? You work at the Sobe has the white supremacy. And that's just what it is. Okay? So let's get into it. I'm going to share my screen so you all can see this video. Everyone, please get the likes up. Please like and share. Thank you in advance. And there's two videos. So I'm going to show them both.
No, I'm going to get my own clothes. You don't care all you want to. I'm fine with that.
So wigger white bitch.
I know you'll call the police. No, that's what you always wanted to do. That's why I don't need to be with you. Okay. No, I don't want to do that. No, go ahead. I say go ahead and get your money so I can go. I said all you gotta do is get your money so I can go. Okay. Bro, you just hit me right here. Man, come on, man. You ripped my fucking dreads, man. And I still got them dreads. I got my... No, I'm going to get my own clothes.
On to the second video.
All I'm trying to do is go out the door. Y'all see this on camera? I'm trying to leave out the door, get away from the situation, and make things better for me. But I can't seem to go. So when the police get here, you will see. Because I'm going to have to remove her from me physically. Trying to be polite and just walk out and have a great day, but she won't get off me. Can you please get off me? I'm asking her twice. Can you please get off me?
Okay, I'm asking you to sit down.
Can you please get off me?
Gary, please don't put your hands. I'm begging you, please sit down, Gary. Please don't leave me. Please.
You see this, right? You see this?
Please,
I'm trying to go.
Please.
I'm trying to go.
Look at me.
I don't want to be with
I
you.
will give you whatever.
I don't want nothing from you. I want to get away from you. I want my freedom from you. All I'm trying to do is go out the door.
Now, you all see that foolishness, right? First of all, let me be the first to say that is absolutely nothing more than narcissistic behavior, controlling, possessive, clinging. Those are all signs of someone you don't want to deal with. Okay, trust me. When you see the red flags, throw up the white one and surrender and get the hell out while you can. Okay, I'm just saying that is completely crazy. Del Monte Green says LOL, being yellow ain't never helped. Well, clearly, Del Monte, because I'm sure you're so nefarious. Thank you for the insight, beloved, and your contribution to the channel. Peace, love, and blessings. Del Monte, let me tell you something, honey. There's always exceptions to the rules. Because as we can also see, being light-skinned didn't help Malcolm either, unfortunately, nor do if he knew. But however, in many cases, the ones with the complexion for the protection do view, in many cases, lighter-skinned black people as less threatening. Okay? So, but anyway, that was all a manipulation tactic, people. Now, you see how she was sitting there just acting like she was so, distraught. Now, first of all, in the beginning, she acted as though he had beaten her. I want you to pay attention to what she said. When he was talking about how he was recording it or whatever, she says, oh, well, after she made the threats, either the police are going to beat your A or my people going to beat your A. You told me to call them. Now she's trying to justify on camera the fact that she's already said she's going to call the police. You see, what she's doing is trying to not make herself look like the bad guy. So when she mentions the police, and then he says something about it, she says, you told me to call them. That's what you want me to do, right? You want me to call them. Of course he doesn't want her to call the police. I'm sure he didn't even tell her that. But then she says, you don't record when you're beating somebody else's A, implying that he had beaten her. Now, she didn't look disheveled. She didn't look bruised. She wasn't crying then. At that moment, she didn't seem like she'd been in a fight as if anyone had put hands on her. So, of course, that was a ploy, again, for the camera to make it look like, because she knows he's recording everything she does and says, that's to make it look like, okay, if he shows us to the cops later, I can just act like he hit me first. But if he hit you, here's the thing. Here's the part that makes no sense. She said, you don't want to record when you're beating somebody else's A. Okay, so if he was beating her, of course he wouldn't record that. Nobody would. Who's going to record themselves attacking, assaulting, or hitting someone else? No one but Six would do that. But here's the question. If he was doing that to her, why didn't she record it? I mean, just as he was recording her for his own protection and for his own evidence, why wouldn't she have recorded him if he was actually putting hands on her? More than likely because he never put hands on her. Okay? Also, pay attention to her wording. When he said, you pulled my locks out, you pulled my dreads out. She said, oh, I pulled your dreads out tonight? She said tonight. That means she likely pulled them out earlier that day or some other day. She specifically said tonight. Okay? So pay attention. Again, she's playing with words. This is all she's doing. Yes, she is a whole mess. But also, if you notice when she grabbed him and she wouldn't let go. Now, one of the things that she said was, Jared, please don't put your... She was about to say, don't put your hands on me, to act as though he's hitting her or she's afraid he's going to hit her when he was doing nothing of the sort. She was the aggressor. She was the one who was hostile. And she was the one who was being manipulative. And she was the one who was making threats. He should have called the cops on her. Because here's the thing. You may say, well, he shouldn't call the cops because if they come, they can kill him, they can lock him up. Here's the thing, though. She's going to call the cops anyway. If she doesn't get her way, she was going to call the cops regardless. So you know what I would have done in this situation? Call the cops. Yes, call the cops and kept recording. I wouldn't have allowed her to call them first. I would have called them myself. The moment she said she's calling the cops, I would have called them. And I would have kept recording. Okay? That's what I would have. I would have called the cops, told them what's going on, where I'm at, and I would have kept recording. Because she was clearly being very manipulative and vindictive. Yes, it was desperate and disgusting. I cannot deal with people like that. Louise says histrionic personality disorder. No, it's not. It's just narcissism and it's just a manipulation. That's all it is. A person who's a manipulative person. It's not a disorder. It's a personality flaw. Yes. But a disorder is more something like maybe mental. She is just being a control freak. She is just being vindictive. That's just a wicked, low vibrational person. That's all that is. She doesn't have disorder. See, when we give them labels like disorder or whatever, then that gives them credence to go out there and act like they're mentally insane. Like if she does something to him to harm him physically, like stabs him or something, or gets him killed by the police with her bogus 911 calls that she's threatening to make, then she can say, or her attorney can say, well, she has mental issues. She needs to be mentally evaluated. Because here's the thing. There were some people in the comments section when the video came out. There was literally some people, and these people were of the male persuasion. These people were saying, no, don't leave her like that. She needs help. Oh, she may hurt herself. Who cares? Here's the thing. When somebody's acting irrational and they're being manipulative, they're not going to hurt themselves 9 times out of 10. They want you to fear that they will. Because if you fear that they'll hurt themselves because they're so distraught over you leaving them, then that may get you to stay. It's all manipulation tactic, honey. You're not going to hurt yourself. Most people who commit suicide or commit self-harm in some fashion, they usually do it alone when they're by themselves. And they don't go bragging or talking about or discussing someone beforehand. They usually go and do it. They may leave a note saying why they did it, but they usually go off and do it by themselves. But if someone's sitting there, oh, I'm going to kill myself if you leave, oh, I'm going to do this, that's all manipulation. That's all manipulation. Okay? That's what that is. 9 times out of 10. And that's all that she was doing. She's a narcissist. And she's a person who totally just wants things to go her way. People like that are so annoying and so sickening. But you know what? The thing is this. He got exactly what he paid for. Because he was bragging about his little homie. He was bragging about her, talking about how she's so submissive. Well, she didn't look like she was being submissive at all. You know what she looked like to me? She looked like she wanted him to submit to her. Here's another thing I'm going to say. Brandon said I would have tossed her right tail through the wall, like, get the hell out of the way. That's how they going to be as we separate from them, crying and begging and screaming. Likely so, beloved. Likely so. Thank you for your contribution and your insights at the top of Peace, Love, and Blessings to you. Now, with that all being said, Ladybug says, Queen, you are breaking this down. Speak truth. Yes, lovely. Thank you, beloved. Thank you for your kind words. Now, at the end of the day, people like this. They're just very manipulative. They want things to go their way. Now, I know that we all want things to go our way. Who doesn't? But these type of people, they get so bent out of shape when they don't get what they want. And when they don't get what they want, a narcissistic person, they won't just let it go. You see, people with critical thinking skills and common sense, just normal people, we know that everything's not always going to go our way. We know that in relationships, you have to compromise. We know that sometimes if you get into an argument, a heated debate, or you're just not getting along, someone should just leave and wait till you all calm down and then come back and reconvene later. But some people, like her, narcissistic control freaks, manipulators, right? Those people become vindictive and angry. They start plotting. They start making up lies. And then they call people like their family and start saying you did all these things to them. And they make everything your fault. None of it is theirs. And they often will even go to your own friends and family and lie on you. This is what they do because the goal is when people find out they cannot control you, when people realize that they can no longer control you or they can't control you to the way they want, well, the next thing they do is they try to control what other people think of you when they see you. So they'll go and they'll just spread lies, all the while making themselves the victim and making you the villain in any version of the story that they in fact tell. And that's, I can guarantee what she was going to do if she hasn't already done it. But like I said, he got what he paid for. He was dogging black women and saying black women won't submit. Here's the thing. If he didn't know this, and if anyone doesn't know this, let me be the first to tell you. Black women absolutely can and will submit. But black women with intelligence, with critical thinking skills and common sense, are not just going to submit to anyone. I'm not going to submit to a guy who sits at home on the couch all day playing Xbox, smoking weed, drinking beer, watching games, who has no knowledge of self, who doesn't know how to lead, who doesn't exercise critical thinking skills, good judgment, and common sense. That's what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to submit to you. Why would I? The blind can't lead, the blind can no. So why would you and why should you? You absolutely should not. No one should do that. At the end of the day, an intelligent woman will submit to an intelligent man who knows how to lead, knows how to protect, knows how to provide, and knows how to do what a king is supposed to do. Okay? Who's about his business. So with that all being said, you get what you give. And if you aren't getting what you give, then you should just leave and part ways. If you can't talk it out and work it out, then just leave before it escalates into this. And I'm going to tell you something. This isn't the first time she's done that. She's done this before, and guess what? He knew who she was and what she was within a short time of getting with her. Because here's the thing. People can put up facades. Pearl says, Queen, it is an honor to know you. You always keep it real and speak the truth. Thank you. Well, thank you, beloved. Thank you. And I appreciate your kind words and your contribution. Peace, love, and blessings. Now, but here's the thing. Some people just don't want to see things for what they are, and they keep thinking that she'll change or he'll change or, I can make it better. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. You cannot change a person. People change when they want to. And the first way people change is to change their minds, the way they think, because perception is reality. So if a person is not willing to change the way they think, they're not going to change their behavior. Their thoughts are energy and they become real. You manifest your thoughts, right? So with that all being said, if a person doesn't want to change the way they think and view things, they're not going to change. More than likely, they're going to continue to be nefarious. And that's clearly what she is. And at the end of the day, it's really sad because people are in relationships a lot of times and they see red flags and they just want to ignore them and hope that it'll get better. But it usually gets progressively worse. Because here's what people do. Like my grandmother used to always say, when you start dating someone, within the first 6 months, they send their representatives to greet you and meet you. So they send the best version of themselves, the facade, the persona, right? This is what people likely do. And especially if you're dating someone, listen, Never do this. This is always should be a rule. If you're dating someone, whether you're male or female, you're dating someone and they say, oh, well, what kind of man do you like? What kind of man you looking for? What kind of woman do you want? What kind of woman are you looking for? Don't answer those questions. Do not answer those questions. Tell them, well, what kind of man are you? What kind of woman do you see yourself as? Ask them those type of questions. Don't answer that. Because if you sit there and tell them what you're looking for, then all they're going to do is absorb everything you just said and start acting it out. That's all. Just going to start acting out. And just act as though they're exactly what you've been looking for. And then 6 months later, down the line, when the real them shows up, you're going to be like, who the hell is this? This isn't what I thought I had. But, or this, you'll start thinking, this isn't who they portrayed themselves as. They're not who they said they were. Let me tell you something. People tell people that when they're disappointed in a relationship, whether it's a friendship or an intimate relationship, and people start seeing things changing, or they start seeing a side of the person that they don't like, and they say, you're not who you said you were. But guess what? A lot of times, and most times, they are exactly who they said they were. The thing is, when they said who they were, you just didn't listen. You just didn't pay attention. That's how that is. Dan says, famous example is President Trump, classic narcissist. Yes, he's a narcissist, absolutely. But there's different types of narcissists. Beloved. Thank you for your insight into the topic and your contribution to the channel. Peace, love, and blessings. Here's the thing. I would absolutely say Trump is a narcissist, but there's different types of narcissists. Like they say, there's levels to this. Trump is a narcissist who likes to be in control. Trump is a narcissist who likes, he wants to take charge, be in control, or whatever. He wants to get his way, like most narcissists. But there's other types of narcissists. You have the covert narcissist, right? And then you have the narcissist who uses their tears to get over, just to be manipulative. There's all different types of narcissists. And if you didn't see my broadcast about the different types of narcissists on the spiritual channel, Queen Amadai TV presents More Than Meets the Third Eye. You should really go in there and check it out because I break it all down. At the end of the day, this is a classic case of narcissism, but this woman, she's also a psychopath or a sociopath. Now, I can't say which because I don't know much about her. All I can do is go by the videos. Now, if she was born this way, then she would be a psychopath. But if she became this way because of trauma, maybe she's been in broken relationships, been treated badly or whatever, then that would make her a sociopath. But at the end of the day, she's one or the other. Trust and believe. This is true. Brandy says, when our people get with males, they think they're getting a leg up when they just put themselves in a position to be easily taken out by the enemy. Tis a no for me. Right, Brandon. Absolutely. Thank you for your insight and your contribution, beloved. Peace, love, and blessings. See, here's the thing. This type of behavior also happens with the same race relationships. But the reason it's more dangerous when you get involved with a white woman and you have that sort of dynamic going on, it's a lot more dangerous because she knew. You see how she said the first thing out of her mouth, I'm calling the police? You see how then when she grabbed him, he didn't have his hands anywhere on her. He's holding up the phone to record the whole incident. And she says, no, please, can you get your hand? Please don't put your hand. And she caught herself. Now, the reason she stopped what she was about to say is because she realized that he's recording this. She snapped back and realized, wait a minute, he's recording this. So clearly people see that I'm the one that's being aggressive. But you can imagine if he had not been recording that, the lies that she would have told when she called the police and the police showed up. And of course, they would have believed her. That is
messing with her feet.
House. If the incident, usually in most states, they're going to take somebody to jail. Once they've been dispersed, somebody 9 times out of 10 is going to jail. Now, in many cases, they'll look to see if they can figure out who was in fact the aggressor, right? And sometimes the aggressor is the female. It's not always the man. As we see in this video, it's sometimes the female. So with that all being said, the difference is with Becky here, I doubt they'd have taken her to jail when she started crying her crocodile tears and then talking about he's done this, that, and the third. And they would likely would have taken him if he hadn't gotten beaten to a pulp or killed or tased or anything. So they They use the police as a weapon. You see, black people aren't privy to do that. We're not able to use the cops as a weapon, and I don't think that we would. But at the end of the day, they get to do that. All they have to do is say they fear for their lives. You threatened them. You said this, that, and the third. I was afraid for my life. I was acting in self-defense. That's why if you don't have any proof, you can get all kinds of trouble. So it's just really not smart. And like I said, for all the Negroes who want to sit there and talk about the angry black woman, at the end of the day, why are you talking about the angry black woman? Why don't you talk about the vindictive Karen Cates and Amos? Why don't you talk about that? Okay? Because I think they're even more dangerous. You see, here's the thing. A black woman getting upset, you're going to know that black woman is upset. Because we're going to let you know. We're either going to say or do something to let you know that we're upset. But people like her, they'll go sit back and plot. Because there's another video that someone posted where she was lying on the bed practicing how she makes herself cry on cue. She was literally practicing how she makes herself cry on cue. And the person who posted that video, they actually said that people learn this, women like her learn this as they're growing up because this is the way they behave with their fathers. And this is absolutely true. I have seen this in real life. I have seen somebody who acts just like that. And you know what? They use that same tactic of manipulation on their father growing up. Absolutely what they did. And their father always allowed them to get their way. So then into adulthood, fast forward, they're in a relationship and things aren't going the way they like. And this is how they behave. Same thing. Classic narcissism. Somebody says, here's my question for folks talking about angry black women. Would you rather have angry or a straight up killer? Okay. Good question, love it. Thank you for your insight and your contribution. Peace, love, and blessings. Absolutely. I mean, let's not forget the Karens, and there's several of them. You can go research it for yourselves, who poured antifreeze in their husband's drinks to kill them because they were upset, and the husband didn't even know, didn't even have a clue. Now, matter of fact, one of these women was the reason that they had to change the way they make antifreeze. Because it used to be tasteless or whatever. You wouldn't notice it if someone put it in your drink. So they had to change the makeup of it. Because there was people doing this, and it was all Karens. It was all Karens. Okay, Paris says, I remember that, Queen. Yes, absolutely. Ben says there was a TikTok video where various male women crying on cue and then laughing. Exactly. So, they learned this at very early ages. Very early ages. Now, I'm about to wrap this up, but I want to show this other video. Hold on real quick. And then we're going to move on because I have another video coming up about Kyle Rittenhouse. His trial starts next week. So we're going to talk about that on the other channel in just a moment. Here it is right here. Now I'm going to show this video. This is a real quick clip. But I thought this was very interesting. And a lot of people thought this was funny, but I didn't find it funny at all. Hold on. Everyone get the likes up. Please like and share. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Thank you in advance. Okay, here we go. Now, this is an old video, but this is always.
What was that?
It's still relevant because it just goes to show how hate is taught at an early age.
Customers has been tricky.
So we claimed our free business profile on Google.
Yeah, now we can accept bookings, list our products, even post updates.
Our free business profile helps us stand out and connect with customers on Google.
You go up there, push that button.
So who wrote them all? Someone come around and ate the cakes. So someone broke into a home and ate Mr. Kipling's Angel Slices. Didn't take the TV, didn't take, some jewellery. They took these cakes.
And it was a black man.
Now her mother thought that was hilarious. Her mother thought that was cute and funny. The little girl ate the cakes and then lied when her mother asked her. And her mother said someone came in and ate the cakes, but they didn't take the TV, they didn't take anything else. She said, and it was a black man. It was a black man. That child looked like she was no more than 4 years old. And that's what she said. So who do you think taught her that? I mean, why would she say specifically a black man? Why wouldn't she just say a man if she was just going to lie? She specifically said a black man. So you don't think they're told that and taught those things at an early age? And I find it so interesting that Governor Kay Ivey said that, oh, we teach children how to read and write, not how to hate. I would like to beg to differ. All right, I would like to beg to differ. Because they're absolutely taught to hate. And that's why so many of them are hateful. With that all being said, I'm going to conclude this broadcast. I want to thank you all for tuning in once again. Please make sure you like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click the notification bell and click the word all so that you're notified the time the Queen Goddess goes live. Don't forget that you can text the word Royals to 1-844-589-6096 in order to receive occasional text offers, notifications, and alerts. I hope to see you all in the next chat on the original Queen Amadai Shakur TV show starting at 8:15. Peace.
you doing?
Let me say this, right? I don't even really know how to approach this video. Like, I've been avoiding this video for a minute. I don't know how to really, I don't even know what to say. Like, this is like weird. It's a weird topic for me. Like, it's like a weird subject, like, to me. Like it's like weird. I don't know how to approach this. I don't know what to say, really. Like, this ain't really like,
What was that?
something that I think about like that. This ain't really like a topic that I think about. But I've been watching this Dave Chappelle shit, right? Or how the gay community kind of canceled Dave Chappelle and shit like that. I'm like, this would be the perfect time to do this.
Or something.
What I want to say, I'm just gonna shoot from the hip because I don't really know what to say, man. Right? Let's talk about sex culture. Let's talk about the women first. The women. Now we got this Me Too movement shit. This it's difficult for me to do.
Trying to see.
Turn it down.
That's his own.
Volume.
Messenger. Can't want to phone down the message. Look on your Google page. Look through your internet. See what's all been said about anything.
Like wanting to start look for that, look to do that what they like. That's like considered old fashioned. Damn, ain't nobody getting down like that no more. But we got this sex culture now, where it's okay for women to walk around basically naked, basically in their bra and panties, basically in their bra and panties. No, I'm loving
fluffy upstairs.
I'm a straight man. I love it. I love when y'all be out there naked. I ain't gonna lie, some of y'all got some bodies. Oh my god. Oh my god. Some of y'all got some bodies. They be wearing little sports bras with a little tight shirts with the no bra on, with the nipples all hard. They got the nipples in. Yeah, I'm loving it. They got the motherfucking goddamn booty shorts with the shit all sucked up the crack of their ass and all that shit. Oh, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. They got that shit that sucked all up in their pussy. You can see their pussy prints. Oh,
this
man,
one ain't for
got
me.
some big pussy. They know what they doing. Yeah, they know what they doing. They gonna play like
Like they don't know what they doing. They gonna play like, oh no, it's just why everybody looking at me? They really attention whores. All the bitches you see naked, right? Trust me, I deal with a lot of them. They really stupid. All of them really stupid. That's like a sign of stupidity. She really dumb. If she coming out naked like that, she really dumb. I have not met one of them chicks that walk around naked like that with the booty shorts on and all that type of shit. And I have not met one that's like smart or intelligent or that's about something. It'll be some horse shit, some whole shit. Real simple. Real simple. Look like a duck, quack like a duck, probably a duck. You ain't gotta overthink it. You know what I'm saying? But shit, I mean, but that shit is like promoted now. You know what I'm saying? They all on the radio talking about there's some whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. There's some whores. That's promoted. And it ain't just black women, it's women of all races. Going in. White women out here with their ass hanging out the back of their shorts. See that all the time. Like they got on like bikini shit in the supermarket. Yeah, all the time. Goddamn, I seen some Indian bitches. I know that ain't their culture, but they hang with them white girls. They over there with their ass hanging out the back of their shorts. Then it's like the men is getting weaker. Like we scared to say something. Me, I'm type nigga. I'm saying something. I'm saying something. Like if you in my family and you walking around naked, my family don't come around like that. Put some clothes on. Period. If I come in your house, you put some clothes on. That's how I was raised. Put some clothes on. There's a man in the house. Put some clothes on. I ain't never seen my mama naked. I ain't never seen my mama walking around with no booty shorts on. Never. I never seen my grandmother walking around naked. It was never there. These bitches talking about, oh, it's hot out here. Nah, bitch, you know what you're doing. You know you're looking for attention. You know you're looking for attention. My grandmother and mother lived on the same planet as you. And it wasn't never that hot for them. Like, I ain't never even seen my grandmother with no pants on. She was a Jehovah's Witness. She had goddamn with 7 kids, same nigga. Everybody got the same mama, same daddy. Wasn't no side niggas, wasn't no sugar daddies around that bitch. Wasn't none of that. Same nigga. 7 kids, same nigga. Wasn't none of that extra shit. Wasn't none of that. Everybody got different daddies now. Wasn't none of that. My grandmother was born in 1928. She was a Jehovah's Witness. She never even wore pants. She probably never owned a pair of pants in her life. She probably never wore a pair of pants in her life. All the old pictures and all that she got on the dress or skirt. We seeing these bitches running around here naked and look at them. Everybody got different daddies, all that type of shit. The marriages can't stay together and they ain't even getting married no more. It ain't no reason to get married. It ain't no reason. It ain't no reason. You can't hold no marriage together nowadays with all these bitches running around here naked. These bitches running around here like the prostitutes. When I was growing up, it was bitches out here in little booty shorts and panties walking around. Them was the prostitutes, and you knew it. That was a hoes uniform. That was, and let's be clear, it's still a hoes uniform. It's still a hoes uniform. It's still she a hoe. She is a hoe. She is a hoe. Any woman that feel comfortable showing off her body, she ain't got no shame. She a hoe. That's why you can't shit. And nigga, so nigga, you can't get married. Well, I say I'll never get in another relationship unless I'm married. Period. It's gotta be wifey. Other than that, like bitch, there's too many hoes out here. What I'm supposed to do? Yeah, what is that? What I'm supposed to do? She gotta be all the way wifey to where I'll be a fool not to fuck with her. Other than that, why would a nigga get in a relationship? There's too many hoes out here. The bitch you might try to get a relationship with, she probably a hoe. More than likely. That's the new move out here. So we live in this sex culture now to where everybody fucking everybody naked, all that shit, all the women naked. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's shit. If this why you can't be a wife. If you see one of those naked bitches running around here, why she'll never be a wife is because she ain't got no shame. I believe a woman should dress modest. That's just my opinion. But then y'all want to get naked shit, I'm all for it. Shit, I be looking like a motherfucker. But if she ain't got no shame.
Run outside, really?
And if she ain't got no shame, then she ain't got no honor. And if she ain't got no honor, she don't got no integrity. And if she ain't got no integrity, she'll do anything. She'll do anything. You don't want no wife that'll do anything.
Go outside.
You want your wife to have shame.
I'm not going.
She don't want you want your wife. You don't want everybody to see your wife's titties. Them your titties. You don't want everybody to see your wife's ass. How nice your wife's ass is. That's my ass. That's for me. That ass is for me and for you to pump my babies out. That's what that ass for. That's my ass. What are you doing? What are you doing here? Like, what are you like? So that, like, these bitches ain't got no shame, they ain't got no honor, they ain't got no integrity. They can never be wise.
Go outside.
And if they do marry a nigga, it's gonna be somebody that they don't like, cause ain't no real man. Ain't no real man gonna accept his wife running around here naked. No. You know what that is. We live in this age now where they tell a woman she can do anything a man can do. Fake news. Fake news. That news. Definitely, that's news you definitely cannot use. You can't use that. That's nothing. That is nothing. You cannot do what a man can do. As a woman, it takes you 9 months to carry a baby and pump it out. I can pump out a baby every 9 minutes. Women got a short time span to have kids. As a man, you from age, goddamn, when I bust my first name. Let me say this. Viewer discretion is advised. This is viewer discretion is advised. We talking about sex. You a squeamish motherfucker. I'm sorry I dragged you on here for 10 minutes. Viewer discretion is advised. But I bust my first name when I was like 12. As long as my dick get hard and I can figure out a way to get some blood to come out of it, I'm going to be able to have kids. So a man from age 12 to what, 80? Yeah, I got 70 years to make babies. You got what? I mean, they say what? Woman, she fertile once she have a period. So I'm guessing age, what, 13? Never had a period. But, you shouldn't be having no baby at 13. And society ain't about to let you have no baby at 13. So you got to wait till I say about what? 17, 18, 17, and 18, that's still kind of young. You still like the kids themselves, but you're seeing that now. I don't say 18. 18 to about 35, after 35, well, it's a high-risk pregnancy. Give you some room, 40. So from age 18 to 40, you got about 22 years to have your kids. You on the time limit. I'm not on the time limit. You can't do anything a man can do. That's your job, is to be a mother. In my opinion, to be a mother and have kids. To be a woman. They're telling women today, you can do anything a man can do. You don't give your body to anybody. That's stupid. Do you let anybody drive your car? That would be dumb, right? You just let anybody drive your car? That's what the whole culture telling you. Let anybody be a whore, slut shaming, slut bashing. Yeah, you supposed to shame a slut. Because you supposed to have shame. You're a woman. Slut shaming and slut bashing and all that bullshit. That don't make no sense. You don't let anybody drive your car, but you let anybody drive your pussy. You let anybody in your pussy. That makes sense? That don't make no sense. You don't let anybody in your house, do you? Like, do you? Y'all know that, like, I grew up in the hood. It's always one of them hood houses. where anybody can just come in. Like anybody, the door always open. It don't matter. Like the mother, the mama, whoever run the house, the daddy ain't there. What else? Like, you know, it's just always like a swinging door. It's always a house like that in the hood. The door just swings. Like anybody, you can go over there for anything, use the bathroom, eat, you go in the refrigerator, anybody go in the refrigerator. You can bring a nigga that you just met over. They ain't got nothing to say about that. You know what I'm saying? They just met me. I brought this nigga. I just met him. The door just open. They in there getting high, drinking. It's always a house like that in the hood. That house ain't no good. The furniture be tore up in there. It ain't never no food in there. There's always a party in there. There's always some drinking and smoking going on in there. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. That's nothing. That's nothing. You don't want no house like that. That house, it ain't nothing going on in that house. That house ran down, fucked up. It's a flop house type shit. Your pussy a flop house. If anybody can have something, it ain't valuable. You want your wife to be valuable, special. That person. As a woman, you should want that. Now, I know as a woman, y'all want to feel pretty and cute and all that shit, and y'all want to feel wanted and all that shit. But just because you want to feel like that, that don't mean you got to give yourself to everybody. Because if anybody can have you, you ain't special. You ain't wanted. Like, ooh. Like, get out of here. Like, ooh. Nobody respect no hoe. I don't give a fuck what they told you. I don't give a fuck. And then a woman know that hoes know that they shouldn't be respected. Because they don't respect themselves. And any nigga that try to respect her as a hoe, she not going to really like him because she knows it's got to be something wrong with him. Wrong with him upstairs. If he not holding you to a standard, to a certain standard, something got to be wrong with this nigga. Something must be wrong with him. You don't, something that's everybody's is nobody. Something that's everybody's is nobody. Like, goddamn, I said this before, goddamn, like a public bathroom. Public bathroom, you don't care about no public bathroom. Who care about a public bathroom? You go use a public bathroom and you don't think twice. Get in there, you do your business, and you get out. That's your pussy. Your pussy, a public bathroom. You get in there, I do my business, and get out. That's a good idea. Public bathroom, you ain't got no respect for no public bathroom. You don't even sit down in that bitch. Ooh, your pussy, you make one of the little bird nests on the toilet. You goddamn sitting there, you uncomfortable. Pants ain't even all the way down. When you taking the shit, who is that? Who that? Oh no, somebody in here. Yeah, that type of shit. Niggas' names on the wall, shit on the wall. Nobody caring about no public bathroom. You spit in the corner. Nobody care. The public bathroom. Nobody can put no public bathroom. It's for anybody use. Pussy for anybody use. Like, horticulture is the wrong move. That don't create nothing but chaos. That don't create nothing but chaos. If a woman to give herself to anybody, she's living a chaotic life. That's your most prized possession is your body. And you just let anybody have it, she got a chaotic life. She got a chaotic life. Now let me say this, right? You should be able to do whatever you want. As long as you ain't hurting nobody else. If your chaotic life, if you being a hoe, that's what you want to do, go for it. Do that shit. Like, do that shit. I like hoes. I feel like that to you. I tell you, I didn't like a good hoe. A good hoe. I got hoes all on my phone. I got hoes as my friend. Good friends. Come on, good friends. Good friends. That's hoes. That's hoes. We friends. I've never fuck with them. Like, I never fuck with them. Like, I never be in a relationship with them or take them serious on nothing. Like, they good people too. They be good people. Yeah, they just hold. They just like they hold. I don't know. They hold. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I like hoes. Every man like hoes. Every man that dealt with some hoes. Yeah, that what they for. That what they for. But my thing is this: you don't promote that. It's always gonna be hoes, but you don't promote that shit. You don't promote being a hoe. You definitely don't promote it to kids. Kids seeing this shit now. These kids today growing up in the sex culture. Growing up in the sex culture. Some of the shit that was on TV, that's on TV now, was not on TV 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago. None of that shit. Some of that shit today is, and now it ain't even just the TV. We got these bitches. Like shit, kids got these too. It's the new toy. This the new toy. Back in the day when I was a kid, I wanted a shit, a BB gun or some shit like a slingshot. I wanted a goddamn Nintendo. I wanted a PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. I had a little knife. I used to have a little knife like that. I used to be cutting up wood and write my name in trees and shit like that. Like little shit like that. Now kids don't do this. This thing right here. This is shit. This is amazing. Whoever came up with this, man, that nigga was crazy. Yeah. This is amazing. This is a safe. You can pull up anything on this motherfucker. You want anything you want, you can pull it up. So kids know how to operate these bitches better than us. They growing up with it. I just got my first one with 2010, 2015.
But my kids taught
They growing up with it. They babies know how to use this shit crazy. They growing up in a sex culture. That's part of the culture now. I think that's a mistake.
Yeah, my kids.
I think that's a mistake.
Basics.
You should be able to do whatever you want. If you grown, you should be able to do whatever you want. That's your life. Every I don't know what it is. You want to cut your own foot off. I might tell you, hey bro, that ain't a good idea. But that's your foot. If you want to cut your own foot off, go for it. Don't cut nobody else's foot off. You should be able to do whatever you want as long as you ain't hurting nobody else. As long as you're ready to accept the consequences of your behavior. So if you want to be a hoe, go for it. But don't promote that shit to the kids. That's why the society going down. Society, in my opinion, is going down. Life is getting easier. If you're paying attention, especially if you live in America, we ain't got no tough life like that. If you handle your business halfway, you're gonna be okay. Might not have everything you want, might not be rich, you might even be poor, but it ain't as bad as it used to be. Motherfuckers had to go hunt and gather every day. We ain't living like that no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't went off the rails, but you should not be promoting the sex culture to kids. Now we got this gay culture shit. Where I don't give a fuck what nobody say. They say it's a sex agenda promoting the kids. Or the gay agenda. Let's switch gears to the gay agenda for a second. It is. It is a gay agenda. Yeah, it is. It definitely is. It definitely is. When they put gay shit in comic books, gay shit in goddamn the
video games,
characters, gay now and shit like that, and all that type of shit. When I was a kid, right, we went to sex education. I remember in 5th grade, and the boys went. I remember this shit because it was like a big event. Yeah, sex education is like our first sex. Like we had to take a paper home and shit. Our mama had to sign it.
I had to go to assembly.
And my mama had to sign it for the to be able. If your mama ain't signed it, you couldn't go to the class. You didn't bring that back. Everybody was waiting. Everybody brought that motherfucker back. It was probably like 2 kids in the whole class, but their parents ain't willing to have that. Like you see what I'm saying? Like back in the day, they had to check with the parents. Now it ain't no checking with the parents. Like ain't like you know what I'm saying? But my mama had to goddamn sign off on it. And she had to talk to my father about it. He like, yeah, that's a good idea. Like my mama signed the paper. I remember that shit because I was excited to bring it back. Oh shit, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we 10 years old. And goddamn, we took the paper back. I remember the girls went Wednesday. They let the little girls go first on Wednesday, and then we went Thursday. And we thought we was learning some informative information. All they did in the sex class, right? Sex education. It was all they did was tell us about our body. It was real simple shit that we ain't never, shit that we already knew. That girls is different from boys. We knew that. You know what I'm saying? We knew that. We already knew that, but it was, we had to watch it on a little TV thing, and they cut the lights off in there, and it was only boys in there. And yeah, it was just like some old white dude, your bus. Gonna get a hair in places you've never seen. You're going to get more testosterone or building muscle. It was like one of them corny type things, and it probably lasted like 30 minutes, but we thought we was learning some real nigga shit. Hey, we kids. That's what was supposed to happen. They weren't in there talking about no sucking on nothing or no goddamn pumping nothing. They wasn't no shit like that. It was just information. Information that we was at that age to where our bodies about to start changing and shit like that. And we needed that information. And that was a good thing. They gave us a little pamphlet of the stages of puberty when you start getting a mustache and all that type of shit. I had that in my room for like 3 years. Yeah, all right. Make sure it's lying. It said from age 10 to 13. Make sure hair coming in on that dick. Yeah. Everything lining up. Yeah, right on schedule. Like that was it. Like it wasn't nothing like that today. Yeah, they got they doing all type. They teaching kids about being gay and all that. You didn't hear no shit like that. None of that about being gay and what is gay and all that type of shit and promoting gay shit and the boys kissing the boys. That was a no.
Yeah, definitely.
That was a no growing up. That wasn't nobody comfortable with that. We just wasn't. Man, ain't no boys kissing no boys. The boys couldn't even kiss the girl. You had to sneak and kiss the girl. If a boy kissed another boy, it was gonna be a big problem. We was gonna beat your ass. The boys was gonna beat your ass. We was gonna handle that internally. If you try to kiss another boy, all the boys probably jump. That was a kid, but we wouldn't even go. We might have went to the adults later. And be like, you gotta kill the boy. That's why we beat up. But other than that, no, I want none of that shit. They promoting that shit now. Now we looking at this little Nas X character. All right, let me say this right here. I've been watching Tariq Nasheed's channel, right? And he made a very good point. Like, I don't follow this little shithead, little Nas X. I don't follow him. I don't it's not my generation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't listen to that shit. I don't know. But I only know the highlights and what I see on the news and what I don't. He's not in my timeline. Like I don't he only come in my timeline when I'm gonna do a video like this or something like that. I don't know nothing about him. But I did a little look up on him. Tariq Nasheed said he don't even do shows. So I looked it up. You can't find him really doing no shows. The only shows you see this guy doing is BET Award shows, big festival shit like that. They pumping this nigga up like he like Britney Spears level, like he a rock star or something. Like he like the nigga, like he like on a high level, like they pumping him up like he Britney Spears level or goddamn Miley Cyrus level or who a pop star, Justin Bieber. Or something like that. I don't know. Like who a pop star? Drake. Like they pumping him up like he's like a gay Drake version of Drake or something. Like I'm listening to his music. It sounds like
some bullshit.
It sounds like a machine behind him. It sounds like a machine behind him. I need some water. 1 second, please. Shit. It sounds like a machine behind this nigga. Like I'm listening to the words he's saying and all that shit. Like he ain't writing that. He ain't writing that shit. He ain't writing that. He got a team writing for him. They putting he like a package. Like he like a Mr. Potato Head. Or oh no, that might be too old. Mr. Potato Head might be a little too old. Why that old? 35. That's old. What's a Build-A-Bear? Yeah, Build-A-Bear. No, you gotta know what Build-A-Bear is. Yeah, you know what Build-A-Bear. He like a Build-A-Bear. Yeah, he like a Build-A-Bear for real. He like a whole project. He got a machine behind him. He ain't writing that music. He ain't feeling that. He ain't feeling that music. He just not feeling it. He ain't feeling it. He got niggas all in the video twerking and he twerking on the devil and doing a whole lot of extra shit. It's like he a package. He a whole package. But it ain't sticking. This whole thing is I'm gay and I'm over the top and I'm trolling you basically. And I listen to his interviews and shit like that, right? I really don't think he's gay though. I seen some shit where he said he tired of being gay, he wants some pussy. Quit playing, my nigga, you playing. But you know the gay community, they going for it. They gotta be dumb as hell. They going for it. They is going for it. They going for it. They going for it. Like this nigga, he ain't saying nothing. Like it's just I'm gay and his whole thing is I'm gay and I'm just gonna be over the top. But it ain't really sticking. He ain't got no shows booked up and all that type of shit. Tell her she was right. I would have never caught on to that because I don't pay that type of shit no attention. Like, but yeah, ain't nobody checking for him like that. They checking for his trolling shit. He's a troll. He trolling niggas. He attention seeking. He part of the gay agenda. Yeah. And I listen to his interviews. He don't sound that smart. He really don't. He don't sound really all that charismatic or you know what I mean? Or no shit like that. He ain't like he don't grab your attention. He ain't somebody that like he doesn't seem like somebody that you can sit down with and like he'll make you laugh. He don't sound like he just seemed like he just a package. He a package. He a Build-A-Bear. He a Build-A-Bear. And he here to push their agenda. But what? I don't know. I'd be lying to you if I told you that, oh no, they doing it because of this. And they're doing it because of that and because I don't know. It's weird to me, but the truth gonna come out. Now look at this nigga, right? They got this nigga going to go see kids, right? Let me see this shit. Now look at this, right? Because they pushing this shit on the kids for sure. They pushing this gay agenda shit for sure. For sure. Look at this. What kids? I'm missing what song he did to make these kids act like this. Or is it because they keep seeing them? They just keep seeing them. What is it? Hold on, wait. Let me do it. Old Town Road? Is it? That shit wasn't there? Nigga wasn't fucking with that. Black people weren't fucking with that. That ain't no black music. That ain't us. Wranglers on my boobs, man. Or some shit like that. Niggas ain't wearing no Wranglers. Catch you in a pair of Wranglers, boy, nigga, beat your ass. Yeah, let me say, I got a pair of Wranglers. I'm working. If you won't be catching me walking around in them and none of that type of shit, I got them. I was on the road. And I got them from some store. I'm a truck driver. I was all the way somewhere in the sticks. Yeah, I just still kept them. Man, that I can work in. But that's what they fought. They work, man. But never ain't nobody that ain't no dope shit. Nigga don't wear that shit. That ain't the code around this bitch. That ain't the code of the black community. Anyway, yeah, like that Old Town Road bullshit. That was nothing. Look at it.
Just like a boy.
I don't care if he influences white kids to be gay. That's
all that faking, man. Like that, man.
Procreation.
Man, I don't know what type of shit they trying to do. Why would they? I don't know.
Fuck.
Like, bro,
don't bring that shit to our
hold on, let's be clear about this. Hold on, let me say this, right? Because I want to bring this up too. Look at this. My nigga, you not about to, after you did this, right?
I ain't like that
after
at all.
you did this shit,
I ain't like that at all.
this, after you twerking on the devil and all that weird ass
and
shit,
that goddamn
you
gym shoe with the blood and shit.
You is finished. You don't got no don't got no right to be talking to no kids about nothing. Because them kids can Google you and see you twerk on the devil and all types of gay ass shit. No, my nigga, we ain't listening to what I'm saying. It's always been gay people in the black community. Niggas don't care about that. Niggas do not care about that.
They ain't stopped R. Kelly music.
But what I want to say, niggas don't care about that. But that ain't never been our culture in the black community to worship no fucking devil. We ain't never been no devil worshiping people or no shit like that. What type of black person is he? Because he's spazzing. He's tripping. The gay black community should step up and say something about that. Yeah, like, bro, ain't nobody there saying nothing. You know, what the fuck you doing? Like, what are you doing here, bro? Okay, you gay, but when you don't worship no fucking devil. See, that's the problem that niggas having with gay people, right? Y'all to do anything. They get you to do anything. It's like something about being gay. Like, you ain't got no morals or no standards. Yeah, like, bro, just because you gay, that don't mean you gotta worship the devil. What type of shit is that? I guess because, like, let's be real. Now, let's be real, right? All right, let me say this, right? I don't give a fuck if a nigga gay or not. That's your business. It's a lot of shit that motherfuckers do that I don't agree with. That motherfuckers do, and it ain't my business. I just don't care. Like, I don't care about that. I don't care. I really don't care. I ain't never had no gay friend or nothing. Like, I can't be friends with no gay nigga. Yeah, I'm looking at the hoes. He looking at me. Huh? I think that ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. But nigga don't care. I don't give a fuck. Bro, I will hire a gay person to work for my business. Yeah, I will hire a gay person to work for my business. Yeah, if he come in and do the job, I don't care about what you do with your dick. That's your dick. That's your dick. That's your own personal dick. Most High God gave me a dick. That's my personal dick. Or whatever I do with my dick, that's my business. I don't give a fuck if you straight. If you, whatever you in the room doing with your dick, I don't want to be in the room with you. When your dick come out, I don't want to be in that room. When my dick outside of my pants, you not allowed in the room. That's my business. I don't give a fuck if you straight. I want to be in the room while you fucking your wife. No, what I'm gonna do? Be in the corner? Hey, bro, hold her leg up, bro. Yeah, move her like that, no, bro. Slap her on that, no, that's your business, nigga. So I don't give a fuck what a nigga do. Like, that ain't my business. I feel like that's too thirsty. That's too pressed. I ain't got no time to be worrying about that. I ain't got other shit to worry about. So I might not agree with it. I feel like shit, yeah, you supposed to have your woman. You supposed to fuck with women. That's the way this shit designed. Men and women that go together like peanut butter and jelly. Dick and pussy go together like peanut butter and jelly. Like Kool-Aid and sugar. Like ham and burger. Dick and pussy go together too well. It's meant for each other. It's meant for each other. But if you decide to be gay and that's what you do with your life, go for it. But I feel like once you do that, what are you going to the school to promote to these children? Like, what are you promoting, my nigga? Once you do this, it's over with. You shouldn't be. You're not allowed to talk to no more children. You're not allowed to do nothing about no kids' schools, none of that shit. Once you do this, to where you licking the devil and twerking on the devil, bro, you already know. That's like, even if you were straight, that's like, okay, let's say like a porn star, right? I used to watch porn a lot when I was in my 20s. I'm not as active as I am now, so I don't know who the new porn stars is or none of that shit. I don't watch that shit like that anymore. I watch it every now and then, like, I can't sleep, I gotta play. You know what I mean? But nah, that nigga ain't into that shit no more. Let me see, who a popular porn? I don't know who would be a popular porn star. I don't watch stuff. I really don't know. Back in the day, it used to be, let me see. Back when I was watching shit, goddamn Pinky. Pinky, remember Pinky? I don't know how old y'all is, Pinky. Let's see if we can pull up.
Oh, that's right. He younger. Oh,
Pinky. Ain't no need to pull her up. You pull her up. You goddamn short, light skin, high yellow. Yeah, big ass. Ass this big, bigger than my fucking head. Nigga, me and Pinky had some good time again. Pinky, yeah, Pinky. We'll use Pinky. That's somebody I don't know. That's just the most famous porn star I can think of. Pinky. She basically she a prostitute. Let's be real. She's a prostitute. She has sex on camera for money. Basically a prostitute. She a porn star. Okay, cool. I don't see nothing wrong with that if that's what she decided to do. Should she be doing that? Probably not. But is she hurting anybody by doing that? No. Who is she hurting? That's her business. That's her life. Probably a good person. She just like to fuck on camera or whatever. That's her hustle. She a hustler. She hustling. She making money. Like that's what she do. Like she's straight. I ain't never seen her. Yeah, I seen her some and stuff. Well, anyway, I ain't got no problem with her. I ain't got no problem with her doing that. I ain't got no problem with no adult. If you want to, whatever adult decide to do, that's adult business. But I don't want to see Pinky in no goddamn school. And then the kid, imagine Pinky, big booty ass. She got one of them big, man, Pinky had a big ass, man, big yellow ass, boy. Nigga, imagine her waddling that big ass on the stage and all the kids, I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Hell no, man. Hold on, man. I gotta pull her up now. Because I don't think I'm doing this no justice. Let me see. Hold up. Oh, hold on, let's do this. Oh, hold on. Oh shit. I got one for y'all niggas. Look at this. Now look at this. Look at this.
That ain't the whole.
This her right here. Look at this one though right here. Oh shit. Short yellow, big yellow ass. Oh God. Oh my God. Oh God. Man, big yellow ass. Imagine her going. I mean, like, and she get on the stage and all the kids acting like, hold on, let's do this. Look, all the kids, Pinky walk on stage, and then the kids, all these little kids, acting like this. Huh? Come on, man. You can't make this shit. Pinky walk on stage and all the little kindergartners and first graders. Look at this. Man, hell no, man. No, bro, no. It's an agenda for sure. For sure. This nigga basically a porn star. He doing soft porn. He twerking on niggas and licking niggas and kissing niggas all on stage. After you do that, you disqualified from talking to any children about anything. Whatever you gotta say, we can find a nigga, somebody else to say that. We can find somebody else to say that. You disqualified. You a grown man. You decided to do that with your life. You disqualified, my brother. You is disqualified. You disqualified. Don't nobody want to see you on stage talking to no kids. My niggas, you finished. One of them kids will Google that shit and be like, he twerking on the devil. The kid's very impressionable. Like, now what? They gonna feel like it's cool to twerk on the devil? And lick the devil and all types of shit. No, hell no. No, bro, you disqualified, bro. You is disqualified. Now I ain't made this shit that way long. You be talking like this. I thought I was gonna make this short, but I guess because I ain't really know what I was gonna say when I came on here. Let's do this. All right, now look at this, right? Now listen. I believe that God designed us to be a certain way. That's my opinion. That's my own personal opinion. You allowed to be gay and have your opinion. I'm allowed to be straight and have my opinion. Right? So God made us all a certain way. Right? Goddamn. What I want to say. God made us all a certain way. He made a man to be with a woman. right? It just make too much sense. It just make too much sense. Like I said earlier, dick and pussy go together too well. Too well. Too well. It was. If you believe, well, if you don't believe in God, that's your business. That's your right. But
right there, like
somebody got to be the creator, and the creator created us to be like that.
Right there.
I ain't trying to get too religious on you, but yeah, they whoever created us, whatever God you believe in, He created a man to be with a woman so we can reproduce. You two men can't reproduce. I'm sorry. Sorry, whoever don't like it ain't like I'm lying or saying something fucked up. Like it's like how 2 women can't reproduce.
Somewhere.
They got mad at Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle said some real shit. And I watched it like 2 days ago. I should have watched it before I did this. But it don't matter. He said some real shit. He said, goddamn, gender is a fact. Gender is a fact. Gender is a fact. When you come out the pussy, you come out of the pussy. Nobody else came out of the pussy. When you come out the pussy, they grab the baby, they hold it up. They say, that's a penis. This is a boy. They say, that's a vagina. This is a girl. The rest of the shit is the rest of the shit is up here.
I didn't feel it until you went in there. That's how I knew it was right there. I was like, damn.
They understand that too. The gay community understand that too.
I felt where it was at.
They understand that too. That's why they say shit like, "But you were assigned at birth."
That's right.
That's how you was born. What are we talking about? Like, see, y'all going off the rails with the gay shit, and now they're trying to, cancel Dave Chappelle. Hold on, I'm gonna get into that later. But you know what I'm saying? Dave Chappelle was right. You know what I'm saying? That's what you was assigned at birth. What we talking about here, my nigga? Like, what the fuck are we like? Yeah, you was born like that.
Feel like it.
Yeah, you was born like that's what you was meant to be, a man or a woman. Now, when you get grown and you decide to do whatever you want to do, that's your business. That's how the Creator made us. I believe it says it in the Bible. Whether you believe in the Bible or not, they speak it. It speaks against that in the Bible. It says if you lay with a man, how you lay with a woman, you gonna be put to death. I seen some shit. I heard some shit that I never read the Quran. I never even owned the Quran. I opened the Quran once. But while I was in jail, I read like pieces. This nigga was trying to show me some shit, but I never really read the Quran. But I heard it says in the Quran, if your ass gay, that they supposed to take you to the highest building in town and throw your ass off. So everybody keeps speaking about if your ass gay, you're gonna be put to death. If your ass gay, everybody speak against gayness or whatever the thing is. I don't know what is it now. It's so many terms for the shit. It's just we going off the rails of society. We just going off the rails. That's why I want to avoid this video because I don't understand it. I know like this is probably one of my most rambling videos because I don't understand it. I don't understand. I hate talking about shit I don't understand. I don't get this. Like I just don't get it. Like I don't get it. Let's do this, right? They still live like that in the Middle East. They kill your ass for that gay shit. Watch this, right?
These stills dated March 2015 purport to show a man being thrown from a building. According to the last caption, he was also then stoned to death. His alleged crime, being gay. These images were posted by ISIS in its stronghold of Raqqa. This series as well, from January, show an older man seated in a chair and then tumbling to the ground. Also in January, these from ISIS in Mosul, 2 men murdered in the same manner. In all the photographs, dozens of people are seen watching the killings, seemingly unfazed. More, a gay Syrian man says, that makes the atrocious act even more nauseating. Syria was never a nation.
Nah, Them niggas don't play about that gay shit over there. They ain't no LGBT communities, none of that type of shit. None of that weird ass shit. They not with none of that. They will take your ass to the tallest building in the town. They living like that today. Today, 2021. They'll do that to you right now. They do that. That shit happen daily over there. Yeah, ain't none of that gay rights, none of that type of shit. They not with it. They not with it. You about to get a wife and all that type of shit. Sit your ass down. Ain't none of that gay rights and gay activists. None of that type. Ain't no rainbow flags over there. None of that shit. None of that shit. They gonna toss your ass off the tallest building in town. Y'all motherfuckers lucky to be in America. If your ass gay, you lucky to be in America. That was just some wild shit. I just had to put that in here, man. That's wild. You might need to send a little Nas over there. He promoting shit like that to kids. He promoting gay shit and devil worship and all that type of shit. Yeah, we might need to send a little Nas X over there on the one way. Yeah, trust me on this. It's definitely a one way. Yeah, he go over there. It's gonna be a one way. Ain't gonna be no return. It's gonna be a one way. Ain't no round trip. Yeah, we need to send them over there to do a show. Yeah. Promote it. Yeah, keep promoting it. Yeah. All expenses paid. All expenses paid. That's definitely a one way. All right, let me do this right. All right. Let me say this. Lil Nas X is wrong. He's just wrong. He's simply wrong. They pushing that shit for some reason. I don't fully understand it. Why they doing that, but they pushing the shit for a reason. I don't know what the reason is, but it's obvious that this is an agenda. And Lil Nas X is wrong. He's a puppet. Period. Like Tariq said, he ain't going on shows. Anyway, that shit ain't sticking. That shit ain't sticking. He ain't hot. He only hot because he gay and he out here doing outlandish shit. He ain't hot. He ain't got no good music. Good music is good music. You been here doing fucking gay artists and shit like that put out good music. They said Luther Vandross was gay. They said goddamn I heard some shit Prince was gay. I don't know if Prince was gay or not, but Prince used to wear eyeliner, all that type of shit. Prince had good music. Luther Vandross had good music. Goddamn Little Richard was gay. He had good music. He had good music. If you can move the people, it don't really matter. If your music good, it's good. That shit ain't good. That shit ain't saying nothing. That shit ain't nothing. He ain't saying nothing. Let's talk about this transgender shit, right? Now they trying to cancel Dave Chappelle and all that type of shit. Talking about he when I seen the special and shit, he ain't really saying nothing. I don't see what they was mad about. He told a story about his friend that was transgender. I don't, if that's the right term. I don't give a fuck about the right term. I'll be my man. I don't do transgender or transsexual. Nigga, he was a nigga that goddamn tried to turn into a bitch. All right? I don't care about that. I ain't pay my channel no attention anyway. And if you do, I still wouldn't give a fuck. Hey, this might be the one to give me flagged. They said usually say I got one more chance and that's it. And get me out of here. So I'm trying to get flagged down. This shit irritating anyway. Done with this shit anyway, man. Let me say this, right? So right, boom, they what the fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah. The nigga they saying yeah, he told the story about his friend, his real friend that he helped. That the transgender gay community ain't even help. He helped this person. Let me know. He didn't look down on him. He didn't treat him no other way. He saying that the person was funny, and he's a comedian, and this person was a comedian, and he doing shit to help the transgender person kids and all types of shit. What's the issue? Like that's what you know what's happening right now. Let me say this, right? Listen, gay, transgender, LGBT, all y'all niggas, what y'all doing is this. Y'all is overplaying y'all hand. Y'all overplaying y'all hand. And that's gonna be y'all demise. That's gonna be y'all demise. Because in a minute, y'all listen, it's something about being gay that make you weird. You doing weird shit. can't just be normal. I mean, well, I guess you're not normal, but you can't just be regular. There's something about that. So now y'all overplaying your hand. Y'all overplaying your hand. Y'all got everything you want right now. When you can just be regular now. Society made what you do regular. Y'all started off over here, right? As weird. Weird. Don't nobody want to be around you. You've been shunned. You've been pushed over there. Okay, I understand. Like, I understand what that's like. As a black man, I can get what you're saying. Like, you just want to be regular. So y'all fought, did all that fighting and all that talking and all that noise making, then you ended up here. Now you're right here, right now. You right here to where you regular. Don't nobody care if you gay. Nobody really cared before. I don't know. But right now, as it stands, nobody really don't care. It ain't no thing to see a gay person. I seen 2 gay bitches walking down the street earlier holding hands. I was in the suburbs. Like the Arab and the white girl, they was holding hands. It was holding hands, walking down the street together. Like, damn, I wonder if they like, they want to throw a little chocolate in the mix and see what's going on. That's what I was thinking. They had 2 fat asses. They were both fat asses. They both had 2 fat asses. Damn. Yeah. So have fun with those 2. That's what I was thinking. I was at the light. That's what I'm thinking. Straight man. So when I see big booties and shit like that, that's what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? But they wasn't nothing. Ain't nobody care. Yeah, they was just, I probably cared the most out of anybody else. Everybody just going their regular day. So now y'all, it's nothing now. It's nothing to see a gay dude walking down the street together. Nobody ain't really paying that no attention. I mean, you always find somebody, you know what I mean, that's got something to say. Motherfuckers, would you believe this? Let me tell you this. Motherfuckers that hate me just because I'm black. Would you believe that? Ain't that strange? Yeah, I did something to him. No, he black. So I hate nobody saying that. So you always gonna have somebody, somebody gonna always have something to say. But for the most part, ain't nobody attacking you, ain't nobody coming after you, ain't nobody don't care. Like, you can live your regular life and be gay. So y'all are here now, y'all in the regular band. But what you doing now? I'm looking at this Dave Chappelle shit. Dave Chappelle ain't saying nothing. He threw y'all the alley-oop. He passed y'all the ball. He patted y'all on the back. He tried to look out for you, from what I think. Like, he tried to look out. Like he talked about his real friend. Y'all overplaying your hand. Yeah, to where the point where any little thing, you out there protesting, trying to cancel niggas and all that. No, you overplaying your hand, bro. Sus? Yeah, they talk about sus, sis. I'm not even about to play with it like that. I don't even want to be around no gay people. I'm just being real. I'm going to treat you like a human being. I'm going to respect you. I'm going to respect you how I respect every human being. I want you to respect me. But I don't want to be, it's too much weird shit going on for me. I'm old. And I'm 35, I guess. I'm like old. I guess that's old now. But I ain't going all this sus. Thus, I said sus. I said he ain't Z. Sus. He, bro, bruh, him, shim, them, they. Like, man, ain't nobody got time for me interacting like, bitch, you better put a sign on. Like, what you mean? Like, they spazzing out here. They overplaying their hands. So they started here, right? Let me say that they started here to where they were shunned and pushed to the side or whatever it was.
The 80s. That was the 80s.
I'm gay and I'm here.
No, he talking about.
That. Yeah. You get married, you can do whatever you want. You can adopt kids. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to do. Now you here. But you starting to go here. And you know what here is to where you overplaying your hands to where nobody ain't, you about to go back over, you about to go all the way back around to the circle to where ain't nobody gonna be taking you serious no more. Because you overplaying your hand. You making a bunch of noise about nothing. You overplaying your hand. You got everything you want. You overplaying your hand.
You're dropping shit.
You're going too far. No, I'm just trying to. Let me cancel this man for talking the truth, like to where you, it's like you retarded now. See, that's what I was saying. Like, something about being gay make you make you kind of fucked up in the head. I guess that's the fucked up in the head shit. Like, cause like there's something about that makes you fucked up in the head. It's just I don't know what it is. It's something about that though that makes you. But now, if you can't see that he was trying to help y'all, anything like you looking for something, you like. They said, goddamn, yeah, I don't like talking about this type of shit because I don't understand it. I don't know what this is. Like, it's weird. They said, goddamn, Michael Myers was transphobic because in the new Halloween he killed some gay people. What, gay people can't get killed in the horror movie? You should be happy. They making you reckless. I've seen no horror movie where no gay people got killed. They putting you in movies. So now Michael Myers, let's cancel Michael Myers. Bitch, Michael Myers don't give a fuck. That nigga, they don't care who he killed. He killing everybody. Yeah, you want to be equal, right? You want equal rights like everybody else. Well, Michael Myers got the right to kill your ass now. You here now, right? Well, you gotta look out. You like everybody else, right? Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like Michael Myers gonna kill you. Yeah, you ain't special no more. No, that's over with. No, that's over with. You want to be normal, and you played your hand until you got here. Now you overplaying your hand. Michael Myers is goddamn. Like Michael Myers is transphobic because he killed them. Like, bro, y'all looking goofy. See, you see what I'm saying? You looked at goofy at first, so they stuck you over here and said you goofy. You going against God. You going against the Creator. You going against everything that's natural. They pushed you over here. You played your hand until you got right here. Okay, you ain't going against God. Now you got the right to do whatever you want to do, and yeah, nobody don't care. Now you overplaying your hand. You overplaying your hand. And now you about to go back full circle to where now you is goofy, because you is goofy now. Gay, trans, LGBT, whatever that shit is, you is overplaying your hand, and now you look goofy. You look goofy again. And now it's gonna be to the point of where don't nobody want to be around that. Don't nobody want to be around that again. You hopping back into the frying pan. You made it out the bucket, you made it out the mud, now you hopping back in. Because you don't got nothing else. Let's be real, you don't know what else to do. Michael Myers is transphobic because he just like, what the fuck? Dave Chappelle tried to throw you the ball. You motherfucking fumbling. You goddamn, anything else, man. You discriminate against trans people, what? Bro, nobody got time for that, bro. So now you about to go back into the weirdo bag. Yeah, you about to go back into it. And I get that might be all y'all can do. Like on some real shit, that might be. What's the end game? What's the end game? That's what Dave Chappelle said I'm willing to sit down with. Yeah, they don't want to sit down with no Dave Chappelle for real. No. Because Dave Chappelle's smart and Dave Chappelle clever. See what he did, he put it all in the trick bag. You put it all in the trick bag. And you don't know how to play your hand. You don't know how to come out here and say, boop, 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 boop. This is what we want, and this all we want to do, and we want to be normal and all that. Everybody respect that. Who the fuck don't want to? I don't give a fuck what you do with your life. As long as you ain't hurting nobody else. But you put you all in the trick bag to see what you gonna do. What you gonna do? Boom. You flopping around. You doing what you normally do. Some weird shit. Whining, crying about anything. Let's take a look at this, right? Look at it. Now this wild right here. Overplaying his hand. Overplaying his hand. He look goofy.
My fucking money back. Excuse me, sir. There's a young man in here.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
That's
a dude.
What you hear? He said, ma'am.
No, he said, sir. Once again, it's ma'am.
I guess said both of you guys.
Right beforehand, you fucking said, sir.
Sir.
Motherfucker, take it outside.
You ever said this? That shit was funny.
You had a comment like, come on, man, you spazzing. You acting a fool about nothing. Look at this. You having an episode on this bitch. You look weird. You just look weird right here. Let me say this. Any trans people, you looking weird. You looking weird.
Motherfucker, take it outside. It's more Tony Stern. I'm gonna show you your fucking sir. Motherfucker.
This girly man.
I need your corporate number now.
He got bell bottoms on, man.
You see
this shit?
No, let me say this right here, man. I ain't play all of it. Y'all seen that before. That's funny as hell, though.
Yeah, it is.
Cause I ain't gonna lie. I would have thought that was a man, right? Motherfucker, let's take it outside. I ain't heard no woman to call me outside. Man, I had a guy call me outside before I had a man call me outside. Like, hey, man, come on. Let me see you outside. Yeah, like I had that happen before. We went outside and rumbled. Like, man, I need to see you outside, man. Yeah. Like that, yeah. I ain't never, ever had no woman tell me, hey, let's take it outside. Motherfucker, kicking shit over. Like Roy Rage type shit. Like, I don't know. I would think that that's a man too. I mean, like, what do you think? Like, what do you think? Leave it in the comment section. What do you think? Like, motherfucker, take this shit outside. Motherfucker, come on. Yeah, like, what the fuck? Like, my nigga, like, boy, like, what the hell? Sir, you better act like a woman here. Be a lady, sir. Like, what the fuck? I don't know what the fuck. Like, that's wild. Deep voice. He well over 6 foot tall. No, let me do this. Huh? You can just see the way his body is. Like, he well over 6 foot tall. Let's go back.
We're not doing great. You're gonna give me my fucking money back. Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
My nigga, hold on, boy. Like, what the fuck? Like, this, like, he gotta be at least probably 6'3". Yeah. Like, he got a deep voice. Yeah, like, that's a natural reaction. That's a natural reaction. So, like, now they get to just dive and see this why y'all overplaying y'all hand, because now you get to just dive in on me about anything. There's so many videos like that out here, y'all. So many videos out here like that to where, like, it looked like a man. My camera up. This person looks like a man, but it's actually, well, hold on, wait. See, that's what I'm saying? I don't understand this. Maybe I shouldn't even be doing this video because I don't understand this. I don't understand what this is. Like, I'm confused. Like, and I hate talking about shit that I don't understand. Like, is it raining?
Lightly, yeah.
This person looks like a man.
Girly man.
But I'm supposed to respect you as a woman? But it's my natural reaction. Like, if I see a man, like, when two men interact, we interact a certain way. We got a certain energy. When we bump into each other, we got a certain energy. It ain't got to be what I want to say. You ever seen two men interact with each other, ladies? Like, it's like it don't got to be like it ain't like what I want to say. It's kind of an aggression. Like, it's kind of an aggression. It ain't got to be like, I hate you type of aggression. No, it ain't got to be nothing like I hate you or nothing like that. No, it ain't got to be nothing like I hate you or I want to, like sometimes we do bump into each other like that where I'm more manlier than you, man. I'm bigger than you. I'm faster than you. I'm over you. Sometimes it don't got to be like that. You know what I mean? I try to avoid those because, that type of person is an idiot. But that shit happens. But it's like I don't know. I'm a man. Okay, respect me as a man. Type of situation. How can I explain it? Like, it's a natural reaction. We can smell each other. We can see each other. We can just feel each other's energy. Like, when I see a man, I shake a man's hand. We shake hard. It ain't got to be trying to break a nigga hand. I ain't on no weird shit like that. But squeeze his hand hard. All right, how you doing? All right, yeah. What's the plan here? That's how we come in. What's the plan here? All right. When you see a woman, it's, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Yeah. Hey, how you doing, sis? All right. Yeah. more softer when you're dealing with a woman than what you're dealing with a man. That's just my natural reaction. If I call you sir, it ain't because I'm disrespecting you. It's because I respect you as a man. I might call a little boy, 10 years old, sir. All right, sir, I see you. You know what I mean? Yeah, I see you. All right. Big dog, I see you. Yeah, I'm going to let them know. All right, I see you being a man. Little young man, little man. If I see an older man, yes, sir. I'm still talk like that. Like, I'm 35. I still, somebody 50, 60, he can be in a wheelchair. Yes, sir. You know, yes, sir. That's my elder. If it's an older lady, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Like, we deal with each other in a certain way. So if I see you and you look big like a man and all that type of shit, I might not even be paying you. I'm working at this guy right here. This guy right here is working at GameStop. He deal with the public daily. I don't think he's trying to do nothing fucked up. It's just this guy is overplaying his hand on some weird shit. This guy right here overplaying his hand. This guy he in customer service, so he I don't think he was trying to be disrespectful. But my nigga, you big like a man. You big. You got a deep ass voice. You got some big ass hands. You got big feet. It is big broad shoulders and shit. Yeah, I'm doing my job. You say something, I hear your deep voice, and the energy that's coming off. You got a man's energy. You got big, broad shoulders, deep voice. Yeah, you obviously aggressive. You want to take it all hard. Yeah, so you got a man's energy coming off of you. So I might it'll be $15.99, sir. I'm not really thinking about you. I'm worrying about doing some other shit. It's $15.99, sir. And then you just spring out of nowhere. It's ma'am. It's fucking ma'am. What the fuck, man? Like, it's like weird. Like, it's shit weird. I remember like it's racist gay people out here. Fuck me up when I found that out. I remember when I first started driving the truck. I used to work at this company in was it Youngstown? Yeah, they went out of business, Falcon Transport, and I was a truck driver. You know what I mean? And it was this white woman. Hold on, how can I say this? Hold on. See, I ain't as smart as y'all. What I want to say? All right, hold on. It was a white woman that dresses like a man. What? I guess she was like transgender or something. And, she was racist as fuck. She hated black people. Yeah, but she dressed it like a man. Like, she used to dress like a man. Like, it fucked me up because I'm like, I ain't really know what transgender was. It's like 10 years ago. So I really don't know. Like, I thought it was like gay. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like gay, like cross-dresser type shit. Like, just like a gay person that's like I used to see like gay dudes and shit. I think like they just gay. Like, I was like a transgender like 10 years ago was like gay dude that dressed like a woman. That's how I thought of it. Everybody was just gay in the gay bag. That's it. But she used to dress like a man. And she was racist. I couldn't understand that. How the fuck are you gay and racist? Like, you know, she just used to do little just microaggression, little racist bullshit. And all the black people knew about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, she got into it with one of the dudes like a year before I started about some racist shit. And they had to, you know, like, she was on her last leg about to get fired. She was like, racist. I'm like, how the fuck? Like, I ain't never seen was there gay women, transgender women in the Klan and shit like that? Like, you would think like somebody that's gay who claims that they oppressed and all that shit, they would be African gay. That's true. It's gay, racist gay people. That don't mean nothing. Whatever you like to do sexually, that don't mean nothing. Like the movie that Tariq Nasheed did, the Buck Breaker movie. Yeah, that was, I never thought of it like that. But they had to be gay to be raping motherfuckers to be, yeah, it was gay, right? Like, oh yeah, right. Like, I never thought of it like that. I'm not that smart. You know what I'm saying? But they goddamn. How you do that? All right. How I'm supposed to do this? She was a gay, transgender white lady that hated black people. Can't make that stuff up. Like it's like some Boondocks type shit. Like she hated black people. And it caught me off guard. And I remember one day she shook my hand and shit. And she used to be like trying to walk around all like manly and shit. Like, but she had a woman's body. She was like one of those, you know how like the chubby girl that got a shape, like she fat for real, but she got a shape. And so like she got a nice body, but she fat. Like she got a real big ass, a little waist, like some little titties and shit. But she like kind of like a boom, like big ass hips and shit. Like she was built like that, where there's nothing she could do about it. She couldn't have them big hips and that big ass. Like she was thick. She was super thick. She was super duper thick. You know what I'm saying? And there was nothing she could do about it. And I'm pretty sure that she hated it. No matter what she wore, you could just see like she, like, you know what I'm saying? Even the white guy one day was like, he's trying to be gay. And she's got all that ass. You know, we just started laughing like that. You know how you talk about motherfuckers behind their back. Yeah, we was in the break room talking shit about her behind her back. Because then nobody liked her. So they gave it all that ass. I was like, I thought he wouldn't notice that. Yeah, she had hella ass. But she used to just like, it was just so weird when she used to be like, she would greet me sometimes like, hey, what you doing, Mom? Are you trying to make your voice deep or something? Like, this wasn't working though. Her whole situation, it was weak, man. It was just not like, it's like, nobody's respecting you as a man though. Like, it's just like, you don't got a man's energy. She was trying hard though. She ain't break character, never. She ain't never get into no, she did the same job we did. We was doing a hard truck. I don't know if you ever did for my truck drivers, you ever did a shuttle run where like you gotta be fast or where you going 15, 16 runs a day. Yeah, like, and she kept up with us and she did her thing. I salute her on that. But it just wasn't that. I remember she shook my hand one day and she tried to shake it hard. It was all little and soft. Her hand was all soft. Like, oh, girl, you need to quit playing, girl. With your racist gay ass. It was all like, she tried hard to, but it just ain't work. She was born a woman. She's a woman. Like, that's how I looked at it. Like, she was born a woman. Like, you know, it just really didn't work. But what they doing now is they overplaying their end. Now, look at this. Damn, I'm about to get you out of here. Damn, an hour and 15 minutes. I definitely didn't think I would be this must be if you still here, you probably heard me saying the same thing over and over and over. Let's do this, right? All right, let's do this, right? Because I was looking this shit up, right? No, I ain't looked that up. That is crazy. I ain't even about to touch me on that. I'm just looking at this. No, let me show you what I'm looking at, man. Because y'all family now. I can show y'all what I'm looking at. No, I looked up this time, right? Because I thought it was just LGBT. No, it's a lot of other shit go with that. All right, listen, I'm old school. Let me say this, right? I'm old school. I don't know nothing about all that other shit. Like, I don't know nothing about all that LGBT. This all new to me. You was just gay. Like, we didn't have none of that shit back in the day. If your ass, if you was a dude that dressed like a woman, if you was born a man and you dressed like a woman, you just gay. There was nothing else. You was gay. Period. It was gay niggas in my neighborhood when I was growing up. They did whatever they did over there, and we did what we did over here. And it wasn't nothing like, they used to be like, sometimes they used to get bothered. I ain't gonna lie, like, I remember it was a gay dude and they used to, they bothered him and then he beat like two niggas up. And then they was like, oh no, that gay dude, no, he'll fuck you up. Like, nigga, he was like everybody else. Like, I used to get bothered. Until I started fighting back. Like, that's normal. Like, anybody gonna get bothered and then you gotta fight back. And then people usually leave you alone. But anyway, like, it's just all gay. Like he would just consider to be gay. Even like if you was a girl, like even like it used to be like when I was a kid, it used to be girls that used to play with the boys. Like they didn't play with the girls. They weren't trying to jump no rope, play with no dolls, fuck with no makeup. Then none of that. I'm talking about. I remember this one bitch. I forgot her name. Oh man, but she used to keep up with us, climb trees with us, climb on the garages with us, climb on the goddamn. In the projects we had like this thing where all the trash used to be at. Like it's like a open garage where they put all the trash in, like everybody from the building bring their trash down and dump it in the little thing. And we bad little project kids. We used to climb on top of that roof, and that was like our clubhouse type shit. We had little toys up there and shit. We throw rocks at niggas off the top. She used to be right up there with us. She used to fight with us, like fight boys and shit. She used to goddamn she'd beat your ass too. Yeah, she'd beat your ass too. She was there. We ain't give a fuck if she was a girl. At first we did, but then like she kept up with the boys. Yeah, so she was valuable. Like if we had to go fight against the kids in the other court, like she was with us. Like she kicked your ass. Yeah, like you want her with you. Like it wasn't no thing. But I remember my mother knew. Oh yeah, that little girl gay. She wasn't no transgender or no shit like that. Oh yeah, that little girl gay. That little girl rough. I remember my daddy said that one time. Like little girl rough as hell. Her little rough ass. Yeah, she rough. She's a tomboy. Yeah, like she was rough. Yeah, scars all on her, just like us, falling over, all types of shit. Playing baseball, she played baseball better than a boy. Yeah, like it didn't matter. Like football, tackle with you, everything. She was born like she was born like that. Yeah, somebody can be born gay. Yeah, but she was definitely born. Or is she gay? No, you can't. It's so much bullshit. It's like we don't know nothing about this. Like right, yeah, everybody was just gay, right? Yeah, right. It's always been motherfuckers like that in the community. It's always gonna be motherfuckers like that in the community. But this is where you overplay your hand at again. Because now you looking weird. That's why they call them the alphabet people and the LGBT 9-120 type people, because y'all overplaying your hand. I don't know what this is. Dude, I don't know. But look at it. Is this the correct term right here? LGBTQIA2S plus.
You don't know what.
So do I greet you like that? Like serious business. Do I supposed to greet you that way? Like you part of the LGBTQIA2S plus community? That's too much.
Her discharge papers from when she failed.
Might need to take it back to the old school. You gay. But then, motherfucker, they saying that sexual orientation don't got nothing to do with hold on, how they saying this shit? Sexual orientation don't got nothing to do with the way you see yourself. Don't got nothing. Sexual orientation don't got nothing to do with. Hold on. Sexual orientation don't got nothing to do with the way you see yourself. Oh, wait. Sexual orientation don't got nothing to do with sexuality. Gender don't got nothing to do with with your sexual preference. See, I don't understand this shit. Who you like to fuck don't got nothing to do with the way you see, the way you was born. I'm not sure how this shit supposed to work.
No, it don't.
But this right here, this is a whole lot right here, my brother. This is a whole lot right here. Yeah. LGBTQIA2S plus. I did a little bit of research on this, right? This is, what does it mean? Well, I did a little bit of research, not much. Okay, well, let's see, I ain't about to dig all of it like that. I'm just gonna go on what I don't understand all this. Let's be clear. Now let's do this, right? But this is very interesting. The L supposed to stand for lesbian. Okay. Because I remember it was just LGBT. That's how I thought, like, okay, they don't want to be called gay, they want to be LGBT. Huh? But now the L stands for lesbian. G stands for gay. B stands for boy.
Bisexual.
T stands for transsexual. Oh no, B stands for hold on.
Bisexual.
L stands for lesbian. This shit like a test. Yeah, this shit like a test. God damn, I know I'm funny. Hold on. L stands for lesbian. G stands for I want to say girl, but it stands for gay. B stands for bisexual. T stands for transsexual. Q stands for
queer. I mean, curious. Queer.
Ain't queer and gay the same thing? See, that was always like a gay
queer,
term. Like,
queer.
That queer ass nigga.
Yeah.
Or that nigga queer.
Mm-hmm.
And like that's how I grew up in the hood. And if you call a nigga queer, he was gay. Like if you call somebody a lesbian, they was gay. If you call somebody bisexual, they was just gay.
Go both
ways. It was no big. This shit is like a whole situation.
Heterosexual.
Q stands for queer.
It's the same thing.
I stands for I don't know. I looked this shit up earlier, but I'm not really into this shit like this, so I don't know what do the I stand for. I don't know.
Intersexual.
I ain't even about to get into it because I don't remember seeing the I in the one I looked up earlier. But I stands for something. A stands for asexual or something like that.
Yeah. That's crazy shit.
I thought I just seen some shit like this.
No sex.
Right. Asexual. What is asexual? Yeah, asexual. What the hell is that? Like, what is that? What the hell is asexual? Like, serious business. Like, what is asexual? What does that mean? I'm asexual. Like, I don't know what that means. I'm saying it like it's some. I'm pretty sure it means something, but I'm saying it like I'm like they wrong or something. Like, I don't know. This shit is confusing. Like asexual. Like what? I don't know. Two. This is very interesting right here. Two. Now I look this up. I'm like, what the fuck? What a leper be doing in there? Two. I guess 2S stands for two spirits. This is my understanding. I know I'm probably wrong. I know I'm wrong, but this is just like the best I got right now. Two stands for two spirits. Two spirits, like two different spirits. Like you got two, like I guess it means like you got a male spirit and a female spirit. See, like this, like what, like okay, let's do this. Like is this like this why we say that, you know, like this why I feel like y'all overplaying y'all hand. Because now what? Two spirits, okay? Like is this mental illness? Like serious business, like this is mental illness. Two spirits. You got a spirit of a man and a woman. Now earlier when I was doing the research on this shit, I'm not about to put a video, but some nigga was saying, yeah, you came from a mother and a daddy. What the fuck did that got to do with anything? Like two spirit, like is the split personality, like schizophrenia? Like I'm not sure. Like what is going on here? Like you got two spirits in me. Me only got one spirit in me. I don't know. Maybe I'm lucky. Maybe I'm not lucky. I don't know. Like it's just confusing. That's why you're starting to overplay your hand. Because that's too much. That's too much. What's wrong with just being gay? Like, what's wrong with just the term gay? It's like y'all taking in anybody. Like y'all, and then once you, like, that's like, if I took this water bottle, right? There's water in here. Now, let's say if I add some sugar, it'll be sugar water, right? It'll be sugar water. You can add two things, it'll be sugar water. You know what I'm saying? Right now, it's just water. You know what it is. If I add, and I pass this to somebody, they're like, oh yeah, that's a water bottle with water in it. If I pass this to somebody, I might gotta tell them I added sugar. Cool, it's sugar water. Cool. If I ask them sugar and some Kool-Aid, it's Kool-Aid now. Like I added 3 things together, it's Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's say if I took that Kool-Aid, I took the water, added some sugar, some Kool-Aid. Say I added some pop to it. I added some Coke. Now it ain't nothing. Now it ain't nothing. Now what is it now? It's like, whoa. Let's say I shook it up. All right, I handed somebody in like, what's that? Sugar, water, Kool-Aid, and Coke. Let's say I added some orange soda to it, some orange pop to it. I shook it up. Now what is it? And you see what I'm saying? Where you just going left, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I tried to, like, I'm going too far left. I'm just going too far left. What else I'm gonna add in there? I add some milk in here too. Yeah. I can put some milk in here. So I can add Kool-Aid, sugar, water, pop, orange pop, Coke, milk. What is it now?
Slop.
Like, what is it now? Like, you adding too much shit. Like, look at this. Now, look at this. Now, I don't know. I guess that's the thing. I guess that's what they're trying to do. I'm not sure. Now, look, we just talked about the 2 spirits. You got 2 spirits, and so we got gay, girl, we got lesbian, gay, bisexual, transsexual, queer. I'm not sure what the I stands for. I should look that up so I can get a full understanding of what it is. Oh, see, oh no, it's right here. Yeah, I ain't. Yeah, hold on, wait. See, it's too much of it. It's too much. Yeah, it's a lesbian, gay, bi, transgender, queer, or sometimes questioning. What the fuck is sometimes questioning? Like, see what I'm saying? Look at this. Is this the correct definition of a lot of bullshit online? This what they going by? Come on now. Sometimes the Q or sometimes questioning. Intersexual. What the fuck is intersexual? Asexual. And 2 spirits. 2-spirited. What?
Great, lay down.
And then the plus, they said the plus can mean plus anything else. That's what I was saying earlier, plus anything else. So plus anything else, like plus anything. Whatever.